See, the thing is, I want all the smoke. I ain't gonna hold you.
Don't we all? Welcome, guys. This is how I felt like we were gonna start the pod today, all right?
It's a good vibe.
It is a good
Listen.
vibe. It is a good vibe.
Money, money.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Hold on. All right, we're gonna go here instead. Okay, let's do this. Let's go here
Let's
instead.
go here
baby.
instead.
Let's go here instead,
I'm here for
baby.
this.
Let's go
Yeah.
here instead.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah.
had to start it off with a little bit of Drake, little bit of Trey, little bit of Ross.
Let's pull it out.
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday, y'all. Or Wednesday, or Thursday, whatever day you get to us. Yo, we got a special Friends with Benefits today in the building.
Hey. Just me and my...
Yeah.
Listening to the... Oh, I'm going to let you hit that, Bridget. Go ahead.
Came back to you.
Bro.
I just needed time. No, the
Come on,
fuck
Bruce.
you didn't.
Oh, wait,
Bum
don't
ass.
let me get in the lyrics to this. Don't let me get in the lyrics to this.
All
Not
right.
a nigga saying he caught in the life. All right, just say you a hoe.
You hating.
God. Drake has never taken a day off from his toxic shit. Never.
Now
I
that I
love that
think
for
about it, like never.
He's never taken a day off. He was like, oh, did I hear somebody say they needed manipulation today?
Somebody's got to do it.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Well, y'all know we are definitely getting into Drake today, but I'm going to sit here and give it to y'all how we should give it to y'all instead of waiting an hour to introduce our Friends with Benefits. Guys, we are joined today. Hold on, let me get the round of applause going because y'all may not even know this man is real. Okay, I want to introduce you guys.
Yeah, the man behind the curtain. The wizard himself.
Is that what they think of me?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can see that, though.
Guys, we have Screenman,
Hey.
a.k.a. Alex.
Hey. Hey, y'all. What
At
up?
ball till we fall.
All right now. Hello.
Yes.
So y'all know we are having a full pod today. Breakdown on a lot of music,
Yeah.
of course,
Had to.
with CLB dropping, and of course everyone giving their takes. But we gonna come in and give them a little different, you know what I mean, than most folks. But for y'all that do not know, Alex actually on his Twitter
Yeah.
and his IG, you post now on IG as well.
I do.
For anyone who is like, damn, how do I even find the new music that drops on Fridays? I literally go to Alex's Twitter account and it's a thread long, literally from singles to albums, soundtracks, anyone that releases music on a Friday.
Yeah.
You have it. I don't even know how the fuck you know. How do you find it all?
I just don't sleep. You want to know what it was? I just got so angry waking up on Friday mornings and seeing the biggest blogs that are supposed to know the most shit
Not no.
Miss shit.
not know anything. But fuck missing shit. Like, they'd be like, yo, out now, Drake, Rihanna, bye. You know what I'm saying?
What?
And you're
It's
like, we
like-
care about other people.
What in the
Absolutely.
lazy headlines?
Very, very lazy. So I just, I wanted to do the work myself.
Like music means what to you? What got you into doing?
Oh,
like,
my God.
Like, I ain't gonna hold you. That's why you here. Because we knew we wanted a Friends with Benefits. And I was like, damn, I told Bridget, I said, I really, really, really want someone who lives and breathes music.
And
Absolutely.
really loves
loves
Yeah.
music.
Absolutely. So I'm a little bit younger than y'all.
Wait, you're younger than me?
Yeah, I'm younger than you. You didn't know that?
You probably younger than all of our listeners,
no.
too. How old you is?
No one is
You
actually
Gen
younger
Z?
than man.
Wait, you Gen Z? How old is you?
I'm 25.
Wait, with this beard?
With this
Sir-
beard.
Sir,
Absolutely.
you look like one of the best ball players from the 70s. Like,
Not
wait,
from
you
the 70s.
25?
This is a grown
I ain't gonna
man
hold you. I
beard.
thought you was grown.
No, the
Yeah.
thickness of this beard is giving many more years of wisdom than 25.
You've been eating coochie for a long time.
I'm
Now,
just glad
sorry,
you know,
I had
girl. My fault, Bridget.
My bad. Y'all know Bridget was
No.
gonna come with the here
No.
we go. 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
4 minutes in.
I do bring up my age, though, because a lot of people think because of my age, I don't know a lot of shit.
Oh.
So I've made it my job over the past years coming out of college. I do a podcast, by the way, on the Need to Know podcast
Yes.
with Savon,
Yes.
Reggie, and Devon.
Y'all,
Yeah,
Make
we
sure
get in
y'all
on
tune
that
in.
side. Please do.
Dev.
Dev, shout out to Dev, yeah. And I just I just always do my research on music now. So what I do now, like I'll literally just pick an artist that I've never listened to and I'll binge their shit for a week. So if you do that like from week to week, from year to year, you start to learn a lot of shit. You start to learn a lot of music. Yeah.
Wow.
I treat it like a job. I love this shit. Oh, and I make
fire.
beats now. So it just kind of helps everything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, one of the reasons why I started the pod off like that today too, I literally laid in my bed this week on shrooms, which made it even more amazing. I was like, whoa, mine was being blown, but I have a projector in my room.
Yeah.
And literally I just went to YouTube and put like 90s and 2000s hip hop and R&B.
Right.
And as I'm sitting there listening to it, Successful comes on. Successful dropped in probably, I want to say 2009, 2010.
I think 09.
09, 010. Screenman, I need you to work while we do this.
I'm also a Screenman. Sorry.
Alex is our Google. He's our in-house Google.
And when Successful dropped, it immediately put me on 85.
09, yeah.
It put me on 85 driving through Atlanta.
Nice.
At that time, I was the stock manager at Diesel at the Lenox Mall.
Nice.
And
Okay.
so when that dropped, mind y'all, I graduated high school in 2009. So this is my graduation year. I had literally just moved to Atlanta. I moved there in May. This came out, I even want to say maybe like September. Because I remember it being kind of fall and this being like, I would like just...
February.
Okay. So February. Okay.
Yeah. Still being Screenman.
Still, well, by the time it probably reached like peak summer driving again.
Yeah.
And this was just like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
This is my song. This is my jam. And of course, from there, it went to Aston Martin Music, which actually I want to say that dropped in like 2010. I want to say, and then that put me right into when I was living in Miami, maybe 2011. It may be 2011 that dropped. And so I kind of wanted to kind of have that conversation with both of y'all because I saw your tweet as well.
Yeah.
Aston Martin Music 2010. See what I mean?
Absolutely, you're
So
right.
literally, I'm listening to these songs, and as I'm listening to them, I'm just thinking of where I was in life at that time. Like, literally, I was working 3 jobs when Successful came out. I was working at a fucking call center. I just started bartending at the Georgia Dome and the Congress Center. And then I was stock manager at Diesel. But I had my little 02 Hyundai Sonata, and I was going through. This, Drake and Ross, Aston Martin Music brought me back to when I was bartending on South Beach, making my motherfucking $1,500 a week, working 2-3 nights a week,
It turned to
bartending,
Sonata.
and then just in my Sonata. No, I ain't gonna hold you.
Turned the Sonata to Ashley.
Well, no, actually,
I know that vibe.
She was on Ocean.
So actually, what happened was my Sonata bit the dust by then. It hit that 200,000 miles and was like it gave up. But
It did its thing though.
this is when
First
I
of all,
lived in.
shout out to you for having a car until 200,000 miles.
Word.
Oh,
You
is
know
that-
what I'm saying?
Oh, do people not do that?
because
Nah,
I mean,
not up here.
No, you're not making it to 200,000.
Well, it was paid off.
Okay.
So I was
Okay.
like, a note. I don't know. I don't want to get no note.
Yeah.
So I just
Which
and
is
then
smart.
And then by then I actually moved to New York in 2011 where I didn't need a car. But
Oh, you need it, yeah.
I wanted to talk to both of y'all about maybe the era of music or the time in music that when you get back there, you just kind of transcend back into exactly that place where you heard that song.
Right.
Bridget, again, I heard you kind of going through your own catalog. I saw you tweet about it. Do you do that, and do you hate where you were at any point during some of those songs? Like, how does it trigger you in any way?
I can't listen to some songs on my full length album. I can't listen to some of them.
Why?
Why's that? Yeah.
Just because of where I was at the time, I was so broken coming out of a relationship, and I just remember being in such a bad place, like just a really nasty place. And I got into a really bad car accident in LA. It totaled my car. And it was like halfway through the album, and I realized like there was a part of me, even like after, like a couple days after, that was like, that felt like, damn, I wish I would have died in that car accident. That way I wouldn't have to feel all the shit that I'm feeling and all the shit that I'm carrying, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
As an artist, I think at least once you go through that, where you experience something so devastating that you don't want to keep living through it, to get through it, to write about it, because that's always been my thing. Like, I never write my best music when I'm in the thick of some shit. I have to get
That's interesting.
I have to get, well, not even just all the way through it, but get out of the darkest moment of it in order for me to really fully assess it and be able to see it.
Appreciate
clearly.
it.
Well, just even be able to tell the story, tell my story the right way. Because sometimes you can't tell the story that hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, like writing about a breakup or a transition in my life, or taking a risk that or having to change and adjust without really anything being in my control. I needed to land somewhere first before I could really address how I was feeling. I didn't know how I was feeling. I just felt broken. I felt You know what I mean? Like my whole chest cavity was open for the world to see, and I was exposed. I was on Love and Hip Hop. So I think there's always going to be moments that, like you said, where music takes you back. So there are certain songs I can't listen to on that album. But yeah, I mean, I'm like cringing at my own age, looking at you being in high school in 2009.
I'm about to cringe when I talk about mine.
Like you're listening to 2000, yeah, like you're listening to Rick Ross in 2010,
Well,
and you
I
listen to Drake in 2009. I'm on tour with Jay-Z in 2010, so I'm like,
Jesus! This subtle flex is brought to you by.
Like,
bitch,
well,
I
no,
was sitting here
because-
thinking $1,000. As soon as I had a comment in my
Nah.
account, a bitch was
But
balling.
listen,
Nah, me too. I was
no,
like,
but
I'm
at
up
that
now.
time for me, I wasn't even like, I can't tell you what music came out between like 2009 and 2011 or 12.
Really? That
Because
was
I
my
was
favorite era
because
of music.
I was working, like I was on tour, so I wasn't really listening to what everybody else was doing, unless it, somehow we ran into an artist at a festival and it was
Right.
like, oh shit, new, like, you know what I mean? I didn't know, I wasn't a part of the industry per se for like a year and a half because I was on tour and I was a part of somebody else's tour. So I wasn't even like creating music at that time. So by the time I actually got to sit down and make music, it was 2011. And by then I was like, working with producers behind the scenes, and then that was when, everybody else started releasing records, and I was like, oh shit, I remember hearing that last year. You know what I mean?
And touring is a job.
Touring is a
whole job.
I don't think fans understand that. Though.
It is a
and
job.
and that's understandable.
Well, it gets, it really, it takes a lot out of you because you're constantly performing. So even on the days that you have off or you have downtime, they're not really downtime. Like it's not really off days. You're literally just taking a beat to catch your breath, and you don't even really get to do that because for me, especially being on tour of that magnitude, we were in a new city like Munich. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in Switzerland and Sweden, and I'm like,
subtle flex. Goddamn.
I don't want to go.
States.
Well, not
Here I
even
am
just
talking
that.
about. I was writing down 85 in Atlanta.
Not even
She's
just
like,
that.
bitch, I was in Munich.
No, but I'm saying like I didn't even at that time I couldn't even absorb. Everything was happening so fast
Right.
that part of me wasn't even present for the the ability to enjoy it because we were there for one day and then we did. We go even in Canada, bitch. Like we went to Kelowna, which is like the Hamptons of the west coast of Canada. It's a boat town. Like it's beautiful. Like it's incredible. And I'm sitting here like I just want to have a boat day, and a bitch could not have a boat day. We had no time. It was a stop. Yeah, it was like a quick rest stop here and there, and so. I think going back to that time period, it's like there are so many moments that music can bring you to, but I think also too there's moments in life where you're so busy living that the memory you're not really attached to the memories that you're making. Like the way that y'all say it's a subtle flex sometimes, I look back and think to myself, I probably didn't sleep for like 3 or 4 days. My body never adjusted to the time. Like there were in those moments I was working, so I didn't even process like the enjoyment or looking forward to. I would probably say those years for me were before I got signed. So leading up to getting signed. So like 06 to 08 was like prime time for me.
That was, I was in high school.
That was
just living life. Showing
sounds
up,
about
doing my
right.
classes, going to my next period. It's crazy though, because even you said you were so busy and consumed with what you were doing that you didn't have time to enjoy music at a point, especially during this time. And what's crazy to me was that was the time of my life that I felt like was a struggle. And I feel like that's when music resonates to you the most.
Oh, yeah.
Either during a heartbreak, during a struggle, like successful. Yeah, I'm literally praying. I mean, I wasn't praying for money, hoes, and clothes and shit. I was just praying to be able to pay my goddamn bills.
Yeah.
But
You want to be
like,
successful.
You feel me? And so like, I feel like the times in which I just was the most in my head, music is what got me through, which is why as soon as I listen to it, I know exactly where my mind was.
Right.
Even at that time. I feel almost like, I don't even know if I want to ask you your era of music, because you graduated then what, 2012?
Nah, I actually graduated high school.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't even want to say it.
Oh,
I don't want to say it. I graduated in 14.
whoa my God.
But I feel like I carried myself pretty well, right?
Whoa, so we wouldn't have even been in
Bridge
high
said-
school together.
Bridge thinking about her age and how I acting right now.
Oh wow, you may be the youngest friends with benefits who has joined us on this couch.
That's big for me. I should get a plaque for that.
You should. You should.
But there is a time that brings me back, right? And it's a little bit more recent to you guys, of course.
Yeah.
I think Control came out in 2017. SZA.
Nigga, you talking about yesterday.
Yeah, I'm talking about yesterday, but you gotta understand though, right? That in those years, I was becoming a man.
Right.
Right? Like I was 21, 22,
thinking
I was grown, but now being at an age like this and starting to realize, like, boy, you
still not.
I know, but see, that's the thing. Imagine me thinking I was grown back then. And in 2017, when Control dropped, I remember being in love. And I was in love, but it was a toxic relationship.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I want to ask you too, Bridget.
Yes.
And even you now at 25, were there any healthy relationships in your 20s? Like, I look back of everyone that I dealt with in my 20s, and I know we have a lot of listeners getting into their 30s and well older. If you're listening right now, I want to know if you can look back and say you had any healthy relationships in your 20s.
Ooh. I think look at as I fix my glasses, I'm like, no, I mean, I think what I thought was healthy in my 20s was what I carried out. I think that was what I tried to be healthy and tried to be mature in certain situations that probably I wasn't. That I wasn't. You know what I mean? There were moments where I thought
you was being mature.
You was being childish as fuck. And I was mad foolish, and I thought I was doing the right shit. Yeah. I think there were more of those moments in my 20s. But I don't think I've. Yeah, I think everybody. What I've come to realize, especially in most of my conversations, especially with my friends that are married and that have children. The healthy aspect of it, like there's always healthy moments, but there's always going to be unhealthy moments.
Absolutely.
If the dynamic is healthy, like the foundation of it is healthy, there's still room for there to be things that are unhealthy.
It's true.
Like every relationship will have a couple different toxic conversations.
Every single one.
You know what I mean? Or moments that are a little bit. They feel a little bit emotionally imbalanced, right, or mentally imbalanced, but. I think overall, I think some relationships were healthy or exchanges. I won't even call them relationships.
Exchanges.
Just call them entanglements.
Yeah, definitely.
A couple entanglements.
I had a whole lot of entanglements. A whole lot.
A couple entanglements were healthy. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, I ain't mad at it.
Do you feel like your relationships were healthy?
No. You know what's crazy? I clearly, I was more, sexually liberated out in these streets. So I had multiple partners, and I thought that each of them served a purpose.
Yeah.
I thought that each of them.
Yes.
I thought.
Okay.
I thought they each made sense.
They all served a purpose.
Well, now that I've experienced more of a real relationship and a dynamic where I do actually feel fulfilled in what my partner is giving me. I'm able to now look back and realize how unfulfilled I was.
Wow.
And I think that that's the thing in your 20s. You just want to show up as no, I'm ready for this. I want a relationship. I'm ready to be your girlfriend. I can do all these things I promised. Dumb. But also even looking back thinking, I was ready to be settled down. Like, no, I wasn't. And in your 20s, unfortunately, you do feel grown. So now you almost pressure yourself into feeling like, okay, I'm an adult now. Absolutely. So that means let me get my shit together. Getting your shit together oftentimes includes being in a relationship or finding your partner or finding someone to complete you. And unfortunately, that's the bullshit about your 20s. You're wrong. So, in your 20s, you should be worried about maybe what you want to do with your life. What are your passions? Really understanding who you are, because you're no longer in school. You're probably separated from the people that you grew up with. And now your life is changed.
So everything you're saying is what resonated with me when I listened to Control, right? Because she has a song on there called 20-somethings. And
she showed up.
She showed what? And in 2017, I was living in Atlanta for like 3 months with the person I was dealing with.
Okay.
And I was working for Queen Latifah on her production company, Flavor Unit.
Wow.
So I was working for a movie on Netflix that starred Mike Epps, Tiana Taylor.
That's amazing.
Crazy. I'm the cameraman. Like, this is crazy. Like, I thought I wanted to be a cameraman.
Wow. Well, you're close. I mean, you're Screenman.
Oh, shit, damn. Wow. I came pretty close.
Wow.
Yeah, so just listening to that album and going to work every single day just brings me back to a place where I was actually in love and I found, like, the one. So, I don't know. That album just helped me a lot. And you playing it right now. So you trying to get me off feelings?
Wow.
I mean,
yeah, we can turn that. I'm over here. Yeah, you over here.
Hold on.
Trigger happy. Turn that shit off.
Oh, wait. Was that gonna trigger? Oh, my bad.
I'm about to
Trigger.
Now, when I said music, I wasn't like, go back to a sad time of your life.
But isn't that what music does, right?
It does.
So every time I hear Control now, I am picturing myself in love, even though I'm single as shit.
Actually, guys, go ahead and slide in, his
Don't do
DMs. Okay, sorry.
Don't do it.
Speaking of music and music that takes us to a certain time in our life, I wanted to bring up this verses that I'm actually... I don't know if I'm really looking forward to it as much as I am just hearing from one person. So as y'all know,
crazy.
Fat Joe and Ja Rule, they have on September 14th, so that's next Tuesday, they're doing their verses, of course, brought to you by Triller.
Mm-hmm.
It is live here in New York City, so I might have to hit some people. I think I
Fire.
might want to go to this.
Okay.
But basically, we have this verses that I don't think I wanted. I don't know if anyone actually predicted or said, hey, maybe we should put Ja Rule and Fat Joe together. I kind of wanted to know y'all's takes on this matchup.
I mean, I really feel like after watching Jada Kiss that there doesn't need to be another verses. Like they're just. I feel like we dropped. I feel like New York. I feel like New York dropped it. We had a mic drop.
Yeah.
With Dipset and the Locks. I really feel like that was
Bridget
was
said
it.
they came out shooting like boom, boom, boom.
Like it was great.
I feel like they're trying to recreate that New York
Yeah,
energy
with
they
this
had
with
in
this
that-
mashup,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Yeah.
you forcing it.
Well,
This is-
especially because
yeah.
I think we'll get comedy from both.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's what
Like
y'all laughed
they both.
for.
We know Fat Joe gonna come with the funniest. Ja talks his shit.
I'm surprised that Ja Rule didn't try to make a festival out of this. And just bring
Don't
us to
do
the Bahamas.
that. Don't do that.
I just wouldn't buy
Y'all
a
didn't,
ticket to that
want,
shit.
y'all didn't want to buy tickets to the show in the Bahamas?
I'm good.
Ja Rule said that's where the after party will be, guys.
Nah, this matchup is funny to me because
Yeah.
similarly to the matchup between Dipset and
The Locks.
and the Locks, I feel like people are kind of counting Fat Joe out.
Oh damn! Read me, bitch.
We got to be honest. Most people that I know that were not from New York really thought Dipset was gonna wash the Locks, which to
Right.
me, being from New York, was like blasphemy. Are you out of your mind?
But see, that's what I actually know more Locks music, even though I'm not from New York. Like, and that's what I told you. We had the conversation. I didn't even know Dipset was as big as they were until I moved up here, and I was like, oh, y'all really y'all like these niggas from Harlem, okay?
They run shit
Okay,
out,
wait,
okay.
it's not just the pink fur coat. Like
not.
it's more than that.
Mad
So,
bandanas.
but this to
It's
me,
bandanas, do-rags, and fitteds, in case.
all of
in
that,
case you did
all
not
of that,
know.
all of
You
that.
know.
With the American flag on it, is that what it is?
So they have the
It's their own
eagle,
flag?
they have
It's
the
the-
bald
yeah.
eagle, and it says diplomats across. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
That's
like a
their
US
emblem.
Oh, because I
Yeah.
was about to say I had a diplomat in my roster in my day.
No,
But he
not
was from
that-
he was
not
from
that kind
Africa.
of
He was
situation.
he was a Cameroon diplomat.
Nope.
That nigga brought
that
that
was not
bread.
this.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
But yeah, so Fat Joe, always. The versatility is unmatched
I love
over
it.
here.
I love that. For them.
Yeah, I really feel like
Yeah.
I feel like Fat Joe is gonna play some shit that we don't remember that Fat Joe has and that he's on. And
Real
I
quick.
just think
Okay. Real quick.
Yeah.
What's Love? Lean Back. Give me two more off the top of your head without looking at screen.
All right,
I
see,
mean,
don't do me
Scott
like that.
Storch, Make It Rain.
Make it rain. Yeah, don't do me like that.
Make it rain.
Because listen, right?
Make it. How does that one go?
I make it rain. I make it rain.
Oh,
I
that's
Make
him?
It Rain on
He
with
on
Lil
it.
Wayne.
Wait. Oh, that's Wayne.
It's Fat Joe and Lil Wayne.
Okay,
He could
see
play
the
it.
features.
That's what I was about to bring up. I
Okay.
think as a featured artist, we're really sleeping on Fat Joe. Fat Joe got big L joints. I don't even like. And again, that's the shit. When you hear in the verses, you start paying attention.
I'm not gonna hold you.
You start feeling spooked.
I do feel like Ja is
Yeah.
gonna probably. I actually do think it's gonna be a landslide. I probably have
landslide?
it. I probably have it at like.
Y'all remember
Nah.
Mandy
Okay,
said
hold
this.
on.
Remember Mandy said this because
I got it like 13-7.
Mandy. Mandy.
Because okay, so Ja got everything with Ashanti. He got the joint with fucking J-Lo. And then this one too, I like it too. Hold on, let me play this real quick. Come on, man. I do like this one. And I don't even want to say how old I was when this came out, but I was living it up on my mama couch. Hey,
let's
paying
go.
no bills.
Nah, I feel you.
this
Living it up.
is what DJs play in their opening, their warm up
It
playlist.
is.
Yeah.
It's still getting played though.
They played us
Living it up
during the
with
warm up
Sam.
at the beginning of when the club
Everybody
first
grabbing
opens.
their drinks.
11
baby,
o'clock.
living
This
it
comes
up.
on at 11 o'clock.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know why I didn't shout it out? Because back in the day, bitch, because you know I had my little fake ID. I was in the club and they was playing this because I was getting my free Emerald Sours before they started charging me. I was getting free Emerald Sours and LITs.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's what they give you.
Well, I also think that
Yeah.
Fat Joe is still releasing music, so that also, I mean, all the way
Okay.
up, all the way up will go,
Okay.
and
Any-
I think, and
anytime.
that's new, and that's relatively new. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I I'm happy to see another New York matchup, but I'm,
Because I think Ja only has a period to pull from.
right.
But he ran that period.
I know,
Like
but it's round for round.
It was every other song.
Well,
But
see,
when it comes round to round, that
unfortunately-
goes out the window.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
the better matchup, in my opinion,
Say it 50,
Oh,
right?
was 50 and Ja.
Now we know
But
he wasn't gonna get that.
That's a New York
unfortunately,
bridge.
that's because
However-
in my mind, those were the two that ran. So
That
we want
era,
to talk about
you're
an
right,
era.
you're right. That's an era.
G-Unit, 50 Cent,
That's
G-Unit,
an era.
The Game. That was the era, right? That was the era for us. And so I felt like between 2001-ish and 2006, that was New York. G-Unit, obviously Jay, Kanye, all
This was
that
that
era
era.
was great for me. But
I don't
yes.
even want to talk about how this era. now that I'm listening to it, you know what it bring me back to?
G-Unit and Murder Inc. wasn't that'll never. It's not gonna happen.
Want to age myself.
gonna be-
a little.
everybody
But
gonna
you know
choose
what? No,
violence.
as it coming and being in Atlanta, I don't think we really thought we was going to get that Jeezy Gucci. The way we did,
okay, yeah.
and people were scared for their lives. Probably in the building, I was
Yeah,
scared watching
I was.
it.
I was
to
a
me,
little scared
So to
watching
me,
it.
I do think that while he's super childish, I think kind of like what we discussed with Ye a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
50 is very big on being the talk of the town. He's big on social media. He trolls. I think it would have been good for him to get in his troll bag, which he stays in. He don't really get out of it.
No, he doesn't. But I also think that he.
You think it's too deep?
I just think that I think it's too deep, but I also think the air 50 Cent's air is that he's above this, and so I don't think he's interested in. Yeah, I'm not. But also he hasn't. He's graduated beyond music at this
Absolutely.
point. Outside of, I mean, not entirely because he still raps the theme song for the Canaan show, Raising Canaan.
Which is fire. It's my shit. I'm a rap.
Which they play the whole. It's like Power. They play part of the Power universe. They play the whole song. So
What was his most recent song? I think. The joint with Chris
the
Brown.
joint with Pop Smoke. Was
No,
Pop
I actually
Smoke?
think it's the one with Ellen Lee Chopper, which is on the Power soundtrack.
yeah.
He released
Okay.
that. Yeah, I know
Okay.
Chopper himself. Oh, I forget the third person.
I did love that
Yeah.
song that he had with Chris
I
Brown.
was like,
though.
he had a record with Pop.
I do feel like Fifth never really grew up though. I feel
No.
like, right? Gucci Man, he went to jail. He wanted to right his
He
wrongs.
came out, lost weight. It's his clone. It's not him at all.
Yeah, he had a big
Yeah.
he had a beautiful got married his
Got
wife had a beautiful
married.
wedding.
Same with Jeezy.
Yeah,
Jeezy
right.
Jeezy grew
Yeah.
up too.
Fifth never really had that. So it's hard for me to picture that really.
Yeah. The older he gets, the younger the
So
women
you
he
guys-
dates get.
Benjamin
He has
Button
them-
right there.
You
yeah,
guys
he
have
has
it close then between
Extremely
Fat Joe
close.
and Rule?
I think whoever wins.
What's your
is by-
prediction?
Listen, whoever wins.
What's
is-
your prediction?
I got you. Whoever wins is by 1 or 2.
Yeah.
What?
I would
Really?
agree.
That's me.
Oh, wait, that close?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to tell you. See, as a featured artist, them Fat Joe, just sit down when he pull out his feature bag.
Can I ask you,
I'm telling
only
you,
because
it
I see
gets
both of them
funny,
have
bitch.
features with him?
Yeah.
You think any of them pull out their R. Kelly features? Because I see do you think they don't do it, right?
They don't do it.
You don't think they do
doubt
it?
I think
doubt
they
it.
battle for who plays New York though.
Oh, I think they sing it together.
They probably
that
do.
probably counts.
They probably do. It
Right.
probably
That
counts
probably
as
counts
both.
together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt if that's not even allowed in either of their playlists.
Yeah. I
Right?
can see that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Word.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm excited. I ain't gonna hold you. I am excited to see Rule perform. I was a fan of his, and I love how he really did what he needed to do in the era with the bridging the gap between hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
in the way he did.
That was fly.
like I know a lot of people tried it during that era. Like I know you have like the Fab who did the song with Lil Mo and Tamia, and you like it was a whole vibe, and we don't really get that anymore, do we? That's not a thing anymore, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not here. I just think this was an era for New York, right? Like between the early 2000s, in my mind, was an East Coast era. It was either New York or Atlanta, because by 2003 you had Lil Jon, you had Yin Yang Twins, you had Usher, you had Sierra, you had Ludacris. Like to me, early 2000s was a New York and Atlanta vibe. I think the last maybe 5 or 6 years, maybe a little bit longer than that even, has really been an LA kind of moment. You know what I mean? With between Kendrick, coming out of LA, and TDE and YG, Nipsey. I feel like, hip hop and R&B has really been, Jhené Aiko, also
Right.
from LA,
Yes.
has really set the tone for where the music industry has gone, right? We don't feel the same regional presence in New York
Right.
anymore, just like we don't feel it the same way in Atlanta. So I mean, I
Good
think
point. Like New York doesn't have a sound anymore. It's just
no
like NY drill.
No.
I was about to say the drill.
And to
Yeah,
be
nah, I love
fair,
drill.
and
Come
to
on.
be fair, drill is really a
The-
spinoff
of UK drill,
of UK
right?
of grime. Yeah, grime.
There you go.
And So that's not even something we can claim.
Exactly.
That's not
You know
even
what I'm
us.
saying? No.
Yeah.
So
But Americans, we like to claim everything.
oh, we
Started
colonize
here.
I don't
everything.
know.
It don't matter. It don't matter what the
when
fuck.
We are the colonizers.
Ultimate.
I don't know what
of
it
us.
is. When New York niggas start talking on drill, they just start sounding like they're from the UK all of a sudden.
I'm looking like Captain Conan. Is that you?
I'd be so confused. Like, you're from Brooklyn?
I have to turn it up. Like, wait a minute.
They do
Wait
get
a
an
minute.
accent.
Yeah, you get an
Stormzy.
accent all of a sudden.
Listen, they start
Right.
talking about sports of tea with the Hennessy.
It's like all of y'all. It's like so all of y'all watch Top Boy before you got in the
bro.
booth, right?
This is
You get
crazy.
me. Everything is you get me.
You got me. It's wicked, bro.
not the wicked, bro. Stop it.
Wicked, bro. Wicked, bro.
Wicked.
They talk so weird.
In
over
it.
there.
That's right. In it.
Yo, bro.
I love it. I love the
peace, bro.
accent. Shout out to all my UK people.
Shout out to
man.
y'all.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to y'all across the water who's about to stop letting Americans in again. Shout out to
As they should, because Americans over here just can't get it together.
We just mess everything up.
FYI, the variant gets remixed in America
You see, now we
week.
got to move.
Every
y'all
week.
see they added move?
What do you mean we have a move?
there's-
We have
look it up,
another
look it up.
variant.
So y'all, there's a variant called MU, and apparently they just recently found it in 38 different countries. But what I tell you, another one. And what's crazy about this is,
It's possibly vaccine resistant. Can
Oh,
we
Jesus
can we have an
Christ.
honest conversation about
Let's
this
go.
here we go.
about this
Here we go.
vaccine
Let's do
mandate?
it. Let's do it.
Because
Let's do it.
it just added another it's added another layer of superficial division between people who are vaccinated and people who are not vaccinated. Because we can still all catch and spread COVID. So the vaccine mandate is really a fucking joke because in my mind, the only way to properly manage and control, especially if you're not going to close things down, is to mandate test results.
Right.
Because whether we're vaccinated or not, it doesn't matter. I can show you my barcode, take my mask off, and still give somebody
But see,
COVID if I have
here
it.
is the problem. We are still dealing with human beings.
Right.
So everyone that I know now, because there's no centralized database for testing, and each state, you can go kind of anywhere and get a test. Everyone that I know that's taken one test now only changes the date. There's no real sense of moral codes to where people are really being honest and true, even with test results. I know people traveling now, and literally they change their test result to get back into the country.
I'm not changing. I don't want to change the standard for the sake of putting more trust in common decency because
Right.
we've completely thrown that
Yeah,
out of the window.
that's gone.
America is leading the charge in lack of concern for anybody else's lives.
100%.
We've really turned into the most individualistic country I've ever seen. And it's embarrassing.
They also
But-
just they just did a sting on 5 people, I believe, in the Bronx. One being a very popular stripper. They were selling Vax cards for $200, and then what sucked is she had a friend that worked at a medical clinic who is entering it into the database.
The word.
So all of those people, if you look it up, there we go. 6 days ago, and what's crazy is it went viral. She was calling herself anti-vax mama.
Oh my
But
God.
she got caught by a TikToker.
Why would you make that your ad?
Right. So it says that the allegations against the woman, her name is Jazmine, I won't say her last name, were unveiled in a Manhattan criminal court. Prosecutors said that she sold about 250 forged cards, bitch, over Instagram. What's crazy is, again, her friend was employed at a medical clinic and fraudulently entered at least 10 people into New York's immunization
Oh my
database.
God.
Quick question for y'all, because I've been fiending to ask this question.
Uh-oh.
What is it about Instagram that makes Black people feel like the feds is not on it? I'm like, bro, I need
It is
an
a
answer
valid
swiftly.
inquiry. It is a valid inquiry.
If you see some of the
yeah,
shit
no
I
shit.
see on Instagram, bro,
No
it's like,
shit.
fam, the feds are on there. Just because they're not following you doesn't mean that they can't see shit like, at anti-vax, mama. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
And what's crazy is when I tried to look her up, even through the hashtag, you have Instagram that has all of these robots now. You can't look up anti-vax
Mad bots.
anything. Like the bots are not trying to even spread the narrative on Instagram. Do a hashtag. Anyone do a hashtag anti-vax right now? It says no results and sends you immediately to the CDC and all of these other pages. It's, you know what's crazy? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I am concerned because, like Bridget said, we're sitting here vaxxed. I just got my second shot. Thank God I had no symptoms. But I also had COVID with no symptoms.
Yeah.
But even seeing now all these different variants, I'm just like, this is just adding to my anxiety as to whether, when are we going to get to a place where
We're not.
we can just,
And you said you were vaxxed, right?
I just got my second shot. Yep.
And you still have anxiety. So
Yeah.
I hate people like this, right? But for the people who are always confused from the jump, I can understand why they have anxiety too, though. I got to shoot them some bail because it's like every week they're just giving them new info. It's like no one knows what to believe anymore. That's a very scary place. But again, we shouldn't trust people.
But you know what? This is still the aftermath of a federal administration, a presidential administration that was more interested in pumping and fueling misinformation and opinion disguised as facts, dressed up as fact, against science. Which, I mean, Mandy and I joke all the time about science, right? But the reality is we're dealing with doctors. I trust doctors. I don't trust big pharma companies because I know what they're after.
I don't trust doctors either.
But I do trust doctors. And I'll tell you why I trust doctors. Because doctors spend years and years and years of school studying something, and they're not making big pharma money. So there's no incentive for a doctor working at a public health place, a clinic, to sell you on something. And I'm saying public health clinic. I'm not saying a private practice clinic, because you can go to any number of privately owned, privately run doctors' offices in whatever major city or small city.
And they running scams.
And they running scams.
Because I watch American Greed, honey.
And they do it. And
They do that shit.
I'm sure they do it in public health too. But one thing I have noticed, because I've gone to both, and my mother was a midwife in a public health setting for 35 years.
Yeah.
Looking at that, the majority of my experiences with public health providers has been that they actually genuinely, from the bottom of their core, give a shit about people.
Everyone but Black people. But carry on.
Well,
Because there is literally, there are statistics to show why. And I understand then why most of it's our people not wanting to put trust in doctors, because we also see how Black women are treated. And I have on my other podcast, I talk to women every week where doctors and professionals misdiagnose and really don't listen or care.
However, that also stems from a lack of proper education surrounding the difference dynamically and in our DNA that separates it. Think about how we even learn American history. There's so many aspects of American history we know nothing about. Most people are learning about Tulsa and learning about the annihilation of Black Wall Street now, and we're in 2021, and that didn't happen that long ago. So there's still a lot to be studied and discovered. What I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if I have to choose, again, it's the same conversation that we have around politics, right? It's like we're choosing the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
But in my mind, the people that are anti-vax, the majority of people that are anti-vax, as the ones that I've seen and known that are pumping out all this misinformation based on their opinion.
That's my problem.
They've only been vegan for 2 years. Okay?
First off,
they've only been vegan for 2 years. At some point, they were eating Flintstones vitamins. Like, everyone picks and chooses.
No, she's right, because I have a problem with both sides, and this is what I want to say.
I do too.
I have a problem with anti-vaxxers and vegans too. Those are both sides. I have a problem with the vegans are fucking
you can't
annoying.
give me a cauliflower burger, bro.
Yo, no, bro.
You can, but just call it a cauliflower burger. Don't look me in my face.
Call it a burger.
Don't look me in my face and tell me it's orange chicken and it's tofu.
Don't even call it a burger. Don't call it chicken. Don't call it pork. Don't call literally just say, hey, let's have cauliflower.
Literally.
Hey, let's eat a soy patty. Like, what the fuck?
My beef with them, Mandy, is like, we should be always talking about boosting our immune systems. If you take the shot, if you don't take the shot, as human beings, our day-to-day job is to take care of our immune systems. A lot of the people that are getting diagnosed or having maybe worse conditions with it, they maybe might have underlying factors. Maybe they don't eat the best. Maybe they have certain conditions. We should be boosting our immune system constantly, whether that be vegetables, sea moss. I don't give a shit. But our main concern should be our immune system, no matter how you boost that.
Yeah, but then we out here smoking hookah, drinking Hennessy. So
it's a balance, though, right?
Not it's a balance.
It is a balance. It is a balance because we all pick and choose what we want to subscribe to, right? So in my mind, it's like people who don't want to get the vaccine, but you smoking hookah, you definitely on Dykeman every weekend, and sis, if you did not pack that shisha, you don't know what's in it.
Facts. Speaking of, I do want to. I want to give condolences, but also put out a public health warning. There were 3 people who died. One who's currently hospitalized. again, fentanyl-laced cocaine. And I know that coke is now actually becoming a little bit more acceptable, which is crazy because I did used to think it was just a white person shit, but not like I did used to think it was. I thought it was just an LA.
LA thing is crazy.
Oh, girl, you gotta spend more time in LA.
I swear to God,
Baby.
that's what I'm saying. So LA is the only place where I know black people do coke. It ain't really like a common thing, but I guess now it's a common thing. It's
they do
becoming
it
more
here.
common.
They do it here too.
But
they do it here too.
and you know what's crazy? I ain't gonna hold y'all. I tried it one time, and then it ain't do nothing. I said, "Oh, this is way too much money for me not to feel nothing." So I said, "Wait, that was $100? No, ma'am. Let me just go to the bar." So I did. I tried it once. However, like recently, and this is also what they said that potentially took X's life as well. Yeah. So there's coke out here being laced. I do also want to share of the deceased. It was Fuquan Johnson that I saw. He's a popular comedian in LA. Yeah. He was 43. Natalie, who was 33, and Enrico, who was 48. And then there's one more who's currently hospitalized. But yeah,
her
man,
name is Katie.
I believe it was Katie. Yeah, it's just sad though. Like you know what I mean. Like definitely be careful. But again, we're sitting here having people not want to get the vaccine because they don't know what's in it, but yet these are party drugs. These are things that you probably don't think twice from taking because either you trust your dealer or you trust the friend that's giving it to you.
And if you take this type of stuff and you listen in, bro, please listen to Alex. I've seen a lot of crazy shit, even though I'm young. All of that shit is just cut up.
It is.
None of that shit is what you think it is. It's not what you think you copping, bro. So
well, nah, the Molly I sold was pure.
The drugs aren't good anymore.
Nah, bro.
Right. I ain't gonna hold you. Even Molly ain't the same.
That sounds so crazy.
They be putting fentanyl in some of that shit too.
Yeah, but this is why I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh my God, be responsible. But shrooms, they're from the earth. It's just a fungus. And they put them in chocolates now, which are really cool. So I just
Mandy and some other drugs.
Mandy's like, I'm vaccinated, so that's why we're doing shrooms and chocolate now.
Mandy said, yo, don't do this drug. Do that. Do that one.
No, but also
two things that come from the earth. Cocoa and
cocoa do come. See, look, it's healthy. Y'all can have it if you a vegan. Which I ain't gonna lie, my mushrooms do say they vegan too. So that's shout out. Let me not shout out. It is gluten free too.
I know.
It's gluten free and vegan shroom chocolate, bitch. And what's really cool too, it comes with instructions. So it tells you how to microdose. It says like take 1 to 3 for this type of feeling, take 1 to 3 for this type of trip. It is really cool.
Got a whole God for it.
You know what I'm like? Damn, this is how I know I can trust it. There's instructions. You get that little clear baggie. You don't even know how much to take.
You have no
You just
idea.
supposed to put it under your pinky nail, and people's pinky nails is different sizes. You know what I mean?
Mine is very
like,
long.
girl, you got that long acrylic right now.
Let me tell you something. No,
Not happening.
not a thing. I've never done it, so I have no concept of how it works, what the effects on your body are. I just know everybody. I know people that have done it, seen people on it, and I'm like, something's a little off about you.
Well, I wanted to talk about, Segu here.
Yeah, Segu.
The women that are on drugs, but the drugs that come from a man, the penis. The type of drug that makes us allow and do stupid ass, crazy ass shit and to let these niggas get away with anything. And guys, I don't know if y'all saw this trending this week, but there's a guy that posted, a story of him and his girl. And he put the caption, I put you through hell a year straight on purpose just to see if you was worth it.
Just if you was worth it, right?
Hashtag mission complete. Hashtag you passed. Hashtag you healed my heartbreak. Hashtag chaining day. Hashtag self-made. Hashtag self-made. Hashtag self-paid. I say this because this also comes a week after, I don't know if y'all listen to I Am Athlete. But Nick Young is one of the people on I Am Athlete. And he literally boasted about how his woman won because she stayed through 16 years on and off of him putting her through hell. As y'all know, at one point he was engaged to Iggy Azalea and did all these other things. And of course was a ball player, so who knows what else he did. But literally was like, nah, she won. She's the one who stood by my side while I was figuring shit out and put her through hell. Like, she deserves it. She won me. And the idea that men are prizes because we stick through this shit and now we won because we got this trash ass nigga. It's weird. A lot of people were like, damn, how do you let your man say this about you? And her response was, oh my God, y'all, it is just a caption. He loved me.
She looked like the type of dummy that would say some stupid ass shit like that too.
Rich, chill.
She looked like that type of dumbass girl.
But you know what though? Bridget said something on his couch a few. Yeah, that's the drop.
Cause it's not just the caption, stupid ass. It's the picture too. You over here looking dreamily into his fucking beard, and he's looking at the bitch across the room.
Look at bro.
Oh, bitch, I didn't even notice that.
He's not even looking at her. He's not even looking at you.
Sis. Let me see the next pictures. Maybe he looked into her eyes. I'm sure he gazed. No, okay, he chained her. Next.
Up. Okay, chained up. Took a picture of the chain.
He took a picture of the chain
on her breast. Not even her.
You see what's important? All right, one more kiss. He not looking.
Nah, he looking at the.
He's looking at the phone because he about to come up with another dumbass caption.
Yeah.
So Bridget said something on this couch with me that really resonated a few weeks ago. She said, men have a really hard time getting over heartbreak.
They do.
Oh, God.
Right? And I'm reading this caption.
You healed my heartbreak.
No, and she's so right. As a guy, I just want you to know that I was in the back room like, oh my God, she's so right. I don't know what it is about us, bro. Like, it is very difficult for us to understand that a woman wronged us. Even though, like, dudes be doing it all the time.
Wrong
it's crazy.
The fuck out of us.
Trust me, it's some weird science. But as I'm reading this,
weird science.
It's a weird science. You know, I know you don't like science, but keep up with me.
It's pride and ego.
It's pride and ego.
A lot of it is pride and ego.
As I'm reading this caption, I put you through hell a year straight on purpose just to see.
But also on purpose,
right? And that's what I'm getting to, right?
Go ahead.
And that's what I'm getting to, right? Straight on purpose. This sounds like a dude that before he started fucking with this lady, he probably got hurt and was like, yo, before I get hurt again, I think I might have to put this individual through certain things.
No,
and I think this made sense.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me tell you the difference, right? This is complete.
Break it down.
This is complete manipulation. It has nothing to do. But this to me has nothing to do with his heartbreak.
Okay,
nothing at all.
You don't think it has to do with previous heartbreak?
I think the heartbreak is a scapegoat. I think it's an excuse to be a piece of shit to a woman because somebody else did him wrong in the past. Because most men that I know who have put women through hell don't do it on purpose. They don't intend to do that. Sometimes they start out really hopeful and then something triggers them, because that happens to women all the time, where we're in a situation and sometimes something will be going really, really well and it's too good to be true. So we got to fuck this up. Women do this too. So we got to sabotage this shit because wait a minute, this shit is too good. Something ain't right. I can't get used to this. I don't want to get accustomed to this and keep opening up and keep being vulnerable and keep showing up to this moment.
Right.
And then it goes left. I don't want to depend on that. I don't want to count on that. I can't trust it, right? That's what happens when shit goes well. This to me, somebody saying I put you through hell on purpose for a year, that means that you sat there before you even entered the situation with this woman and said, I'm gonna fuck with her just to see how much she's gonna tolerate.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's not the same thing as saying I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna try this, but I'm scared still. Because to me, a lot of men fuck up in situations because they're not really ready, but they think they are. So that to me is where I grant the grace.
Us in our 20s, we all show up thinking we're ready for something that we're not.
But not even just in our 20s, because some of us are late bloomers. I'm 35 and I still don't have it figured out.
Right.
So in my mind, there's still a learning curve. It really has a lot to do with your upbringing, obviously, how you were parented, and also how you've been conditioned by the life around you and the choices that you've made as an adult person. To me, the only grace that I can grant men who do put women through hell when they're young and they don't really know any better is if they have been through some shit where they get, listen, what's the girl's name? Brittany Renner, what's her dude's name?
Yeah, PJ Washington.
PJ Washington is probably gonna fuck with a couple women and hurt them badly.
No, wait.
Oh, yeah,
he also just, I don't know if y'all saw, he just posted himself with another Instagram model. He's moved on, but clearly to the same type of woman.
What I'm saying
same
is
type
though,
of woman.
What I'm saying is though, I hate that for him too. But you know what?
I told y'all it was what it was.
What I will say is though, in a situation like that where you think maybe you might get treated differently or you might be special to somebody, and this is for men and for women, sometimes you're just not ready and it's okay. But if you walk around with and hold it as a symbol of pride that you have caused damage based on the damage that has happened to you, you are not granted any forgiveness or any space or grace for that behavior and treatment to be acceptable. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. This type of shit, to me, you deliberately went out and wasted this woman's time. And as far as these pictures and this caption are concerned, you don't need to chain anything but yourself to a couch and talk to a therapist.
Yeah.
Well, and here's my thing that I want to add to it too.
Yeah.
Yes, the game of life. That's a thing. The problem is when people get into relationships, they turn the relationship into a game.
Right.
So it's seeing how many hoops you can jump through, how many hurdles you'll overcome, but literally like you'll put them in place. You sit here and sometimes like we'll create a scenario. I was just talking to my homegirl and I said, "Oh, bitch, I wish you was on the couch this week with us." So she said, "Hey, sorry, girl, I'm putting your business out there." But she sat there and told me that she was dating a guy and she was like, "Girl, you know what you got to do to see if a man really loves you? Let me tell you what I did. I turned off my phone and I called my man and told him I got locked up and hung up immediately and told him to call my sister just to see." She was like, "Girl, I didn't answer my phone, waited till he got a hold of my sister. And then when I called him, like let him know that I was arrested. But I just wanted to see how far he would go and how much he cared about me to see what he would do if, in fact, this was a scenario that was presented to him." And I said, "You did what? You acted like you got arrested, locked up, wanted him to reach out to your sister. Oh, and all of this." And she was like, "Yeah, girl," and he passed. The idea of even presenting tests to partners or people that you're dating just to see how they would react in a scenario that's not real is, again, you playing a game. You playing a game with this person's life, and you playing a game with a nigga's like emotions and yours.
But also in a relationship, there's never going to be one thing that tips the scale one side or the other.
Talk your shit.
There's never going to be one situation or one instance where your partner is going to show up and just completely validate and verify and confirm that he's the person for you. When you play games, what you're really doing is you're seeking reaffirmation for your own bullshit, insecurities, and fears.
She be reading them.
It's got nothing to do with the partner. Because there is not going to be, no one is going to show up and do above and beyond for you every single time. That's not reality. That's not relationships.
Yeah.
You're going to get disappointed. You're going to get let down. Yeah. Somebody's expectations are not going to be met, and you might be frustrated. You're human.
And you can feel like when the game is being played on you.
100%.
You can feel it, and it's like you can't necessarily, you can say it, but then the other partner might act like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. When you can feel it, this new resentment starts.
Oh yeah, because nothing feels genuine anymore.
Nothing feels genuine anymore.
Right?
A new sense of resentment just starts brewing because it's like I can't necessarily assess and directly speak about what I want to because I got to let you finish this little game that you don't think
this fucking
that
game.
I know that
this
you're
fucking
playing
game.
on
You playing
me.
a game,
but you think I don't know
games.
it though.
You know what? Let me ask you a question as a man. Yeah. How do you deal with resentment?
Ooh.
How do you deal with resentment? If you as soon
he go
as
and
you
break other bitches' hearts.
As soon he go on a deep dive on R&B playlists on Tidal and Apple Music to find the perfect soundtrack.
As men, because I know resentment for us turns to hate. And once when a woman's fed up, oh damn, I can't.
You cannot sing that song.
What's another song that like?
That's what happens. You get resentment on your brain and you fuck around and you sing some shit about an abusive ass man.
Yeah. But I will say my mature answer. My mature answer, dealing with resentment, I try to learn myself more. Every single time, because I'm a big proponent of like a lot of this shit we doing is sometimes projections of how we feel internally and deep down, right? So a lot of the times I like to backtrack what went wrong, maybe what things that transpired in the situation.
Right.
I don't like to just point the finger a lot of the time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. In the moment, I will. In the moment,
you Petty Murphy.
All right. That's me. But overall, dealing with resentment, I do try to think about. All right, what are the other facets here?
Right.
This can't be so one track.
It's not just one track. What did I do? How did I?
Right.
Absolutely. And then
understood.
Even if the resentment is still there, the understanding of it, it does so much for me.
Right.
You know what? What this reminds me of?
Yeah.
We actually got to check out, and I hope all of y'all check it out too.
Yes.
It's this show called, oh God, hold on, because I got to get the full name in there. It's Craig Ross Jr.'s Monogamy. It is actually airing on all BLK.
All black.
So
honey.
it's all black, y'all. It's another streaming platform. I know, but y'all, if we in this space where we're sitting here supporting black, what I love about this app is everything that's on it is either written, directed, the script or
Really?
the people that are in it are
Starring and produced by Black
people
people.
of color.
Yes.
Black people.
Streaming service, right?
I love it.
Yes,
I love it.
It's you get a free week, and then it's $4.99 a month after that,
So y'all, this
which is great.
No, it is. But
Great.
I wanted to talk about the show because it's actually aligning with what we were just talking about.
Yep.
It's 4 different marriages.
Yep.
And again, you get to see all of the troubles within relationships. I mean, me and Bridget, we talk about our relationships all the time. And
Yeah.
I talk with my friends. There's never one certain issue with a relationship.
Right.
You have all of these different facets. You're sitting here, 2 different people coming together for one.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the thing too. We do look for people to complete us. That's not realistic.
I stopped that
when
a
it
long
comes to
time ago.
finances, when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to just literally finding, you need to be looking for your counterpart, not the piece to your puzzle to make you whole.
Right, and even when you think you found it, right? Because
Yep.
the thing I like about this show too is that everybody's married. So everybody's
Everybody
already taken that next step to
Right.
solidify that this is the person that I want to be my person, that I want to spend my life with. And they engage, just to give y'all a little backstory on the show. It's these different couples. They've all been married for different amounts of time, and they all have their own set of issues, and they decide to take part and participate in this thing that they call the experiment, which is it's basically they all sign up for this
Partner
to
swap.
participate, and it's a partner swap. And so they're all trying to learn each other and figure each other out.
Like wife swap, right?
Yeah. I like that show.
And it's cool because you really get to see the difference, what this show highlights, which we don't get to see a lot of, especially not with black stars
Black
throughout
television.
is that no matter what happens in a situation, when you introduce a new person or a new element to the game, so to speak, the representative is who shows up. And so you get to watch the breakdown of everybody's representative, because you get to see who they are with their partner.
Right.
And then when they separate from their partner, you get to see how their own interpersonal dynamic shifts with a new person, or how it doesn't.
Yeah.
And how they actually are treating their partner like a stranger. It's a really incredible show.
If I
But
sign up for some
it's a
shit
really
like that, and
incredible
she
show.
start treating me better, I'm leaving shit.
But you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy to me, and I think that this is the part that we don't acknowledge in terms of who we show up as in relationships.
Right.
The real thing is we show up different to everybody in our lives.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
show up differently as, first off, every aspect of ourselves. So I show up differently as a daughter than I do as a friend,
Yep.
than I do as a co-host, than I
course.
do as a girlfriend. And when we get into these relationships, we expect to get the best of everyone in all of their spaces. And that's not realistic either.
Right.
But also people bring out different things in different people. So that's kind of what I love about this show too. Like, you're still showing up as yourself, but when you have someone completely opposite or someone completely different than your partner next to you, you show up differently without possibly even trying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm watching this, and mind you, the marriages stem from like 1 year to 11 years.
Right.
So it's not like they're all newly married. Like
And there's layers
so
to
many layers.
to every partnership. But
There's so many layers. I don't know if this is something that I would experience. I wouldn't sign up for the experiment because I acknowledge and I'm understanding of the fact that who I show up as for my partner and who he shows up as with me is going to be different with the next person.
Right.
That is literally just life.
Right.
And I don't know why we have this idea that, oh my God, this is my person and no one else's. The show is called Monogamy. And so also, of course, we grow up with this aspect that one person is for us forever.
Right.
Y'all know I be swinging and shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know about monogamy. I don't know about why y'all sign up for that bullshit. It's crazy too because I was just watching, y'all know I love Real Housewives of Potomac. And Giselle said that if you're with someone long enough, it's inevitable that they cheat on you.
Oh,
Do y'all believe?
No.
Do y'all think that that's
Oh
look?
my God.
Okay, what
I
is that
don't-
her?
I
Is
don't
that just her
believe that.
talking?
Yeah, that's her
God.
talking.
But you know what, though?
Not
That's
Josh
her-
laughing. Is that her talking?
That's her talking.
That's her talking.
Yeah, that's her talking.
That's her
funny as hell.
talking.
Yeah, somebody heard
That's funny
her.
as-
Somebody heard her.
But I think the percentage on that could be pretty high, though. I do, because after a while, if the relationship is not being fully served to the way you want it to be,
Right.
you might look other places for other things.
Of course.
If you're not being served, I could see that.
Well, that's
I could
also,
see
and that
yeah.
also stems from the idea that, like you said in the beginning, Mandii, you can't put all of your expectations on your partner to fulfill all of your needs all of the time.
Right. You
They
might
should be
have
able,
to. Right.
They should be able to fulfill a good portion of them within the relationship, but not the personal ones, not the professional goals, not you feeling happy about yourself and you
And
through
my bae's my
moods.
therapist.
Well, nah,
No,
there's
go
a
get
couple. There's a
therapist.
couple
Yeah.
on this show as well that they literally get into the money aspect, the finances,
which I love, by the way.
Yeah, no, they.
I love that they made a couple. They put the wife as the breadwinner
As
in
the
the
breadwinner.
family,
Love that.
and they also showcase the dynamic, the power struggle between the man and the woman, but around money, around the money of the conversation of money, because her point is, well, I'm going to make sure we have this lifestyle. Like, why do you care where it comes from? And he's looking at it like, sis, I'm a man. This is my job.
I think
I'm
that's
the
so
provider.
stupid. I think that's so stupid.
It is, but you know what? It's how a lot of us grow up and how a lot of us are conditioned.
Yeah.
And so if you guys do have a chance to download the All Black app,
you get 7 free days.
yeah, and then it's
by the way.
$4.99 a month after that. But it's definitely worth
worth
a download.
And this has 3
monogamy's
seasons
great.
already.
Yeah,
So season 3 just started. And just to also, but listen, Brian White. Brian
dude right
White
there? He
with
dope for
his
you?
fine he has a serious face. I like men that maybe don't smile, like they look like they're not friendly. And
Mandy's friendly, so she can't really be with
I'm
a friendly
so friendly.
ass man.
I need a nigga that just
offset
look
it.
like
I'm
they
that
gon'
way too. I realize.
Yeah,
I need to be with somebody who's not that.
I don't
friendly.
like it. No, be friendly.
'Cause
but
I'm friendly.
I need you to look like you not friendly. I need you to look like you gonna bust
Don't look
nigga in his shit. And so Brian White gives just that. Also, guys, like for y'all also who want to know who else is in it, you got Vanessa Simmons. You also have Darius McCary, which y'all know
Eddie
is
Winslow.
Eddie Winslow. And then
Yes.
you also have Jill Marie Jones,
From
who is Tony Child's
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
So it's a really good black cast.
It is
It
She's
a
still fine,
star
too.
pack. She is still fine.
I'm
It is-
still waiting for Brian to get naked. Y'all know I really just watch
Oh my
shows to
God.
see niggas with their shirts off.
It is. It's
Yo.
Soft porn. I need it.
we love to see beautiful black actors doing their thing. We love to see black ownership, black direction, black
Hell
production. We
yeah.
love to see it. So make sure you guys download the All Black app.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah,
Check that out. I'm trying to see what else did we have on the docket. Did we have any? Oh, real quick, did y'all want to go before we leave relationships and shit? Y'all saw Jazmine Sullivan trending this week?
Yes, I did.
So
didn't.
Jazmine Sullivan trended.
love it. I
Yo,
love it, Lord.
She was trending, and it's so fucking wild. So
I
basically,
love it, Lord. I love
hold
it.
on, you know I got to go to this thread. Y'all know I love a good thread. So it happened from her story, but basically she asked the girls.
Yes.
She asked the girls, tell me a secret you'll never tell your partner. And oh my God.
The answers are
The answers are
nuts.
wild. I'm not gonna lie. No. Someone just said I had sex with both of her parents. What?
Yo, the gal them wicked.
What? Nah, I ain't gonna
I
hold
was
you.
catching his daddy's nut before
I was
his.
catching his, like, I don't, like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you that. I do, that is one of my fantasies. I ain't gonna hold you.
Is it?
I want a daddy-son duo so bad.
Okay.
I do. And you know, niggas be having kids early, so really I could get one that's like 30 and 45. that could work. You feel me?
Yo,
it ain't nothing
this is
weird
crazy.
about that. No, but it was really wild. It was trending.
Tell
The
me a
time I
secret
broke
you'll
into
never
his
tell.
house and he caught me wasn't the only time I had broken in. You know what?
Yeah,
Yo,
let this play.
Like that's not okay.
You gotta let this play. Tell me a secret you never tell partner. I be selling my nudes. An entrepreneur. Say
You ain't
less.
tell your dude though. You ain't tell your dude that.
Would you be a problem if you found out your girl was selling nudes?
Only
Yes.
she didn't tell me.
She sucks at sucking dick. Her mouth is too small. Teeth hit me every time.
Oh no!
Damn it.
Nah, you gotta go face her and tell
You gotta
her
get a mouth guard. You gotta just
Wait,
get
a mouth guard?
Yeah,
You can't suck dick with a mouth guard.
You gotta figure it out. You
If
gotta
her
get
mouth is small, a dick ain't gonna fit with a mouth guard in her mouth.
not an actual, but something though. Something along those lines. Something soft.
Nah, this is
So here's what happened. Here's what you could do. I got a trick
Damn.
for y'all. So I got, sorry, really, it's
my
from a
God.
dentist. It's from a dentist.
Oh no, I gotta go back to that.
So y'all, I had my wisdom tooth taken out and I had lockjaw. Ladies, if you want to like stretch your mouth open, you literally just put popsicle sticks and you stack them and you take like time and make it bigger. Like you squeeze one in front of the other, and you can do it while you watch TV. And and you're able to like open your jaw to learn how to open your mouth wider. Now, mind y'all, this came from a dentist, so I'm not just that much of a freako, but I had lockjaw and my mouth
so
wouldn't
this-
open.
So this didn't come from practice. This
No.
came from science.
Don't do that.
This came from a dentist.
More science.
You know
More
what I mean?
science.
I just figured
You
y'all
know she
wasn't
came to my
going.
podcast 2 years ago saying that same shit.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But you know what's crazy?
Science.
You know what's crazy, Alex? And what's crazy, Bridget?
happened?
If I sat here and said it just came from me being a hoe, y'all be like, "Oh my God, Mandy, see, no." But now because I added,
No.
that a
I wouldn't have
dentist
said
told
that.
me.
No, I wouldn't have said that
wouldn't have
either.
said that. I
You
think
didn't
more
didn't see the intrigue in my face this whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Because I wasn't waiting for you to tell me you got it from a dentist. I was waiting for you to be like, yeah, I was in a strip club and Destiny was telling me her recipe for the wings, and then when I was motorboating, she let me know.
I hate you so
I was
much.
waiting for that.
Stories.
That's how you be telling stories. I was waiting for that kind of
Not me
story.
learning how to open my jaw from a stripper that's motorboating me while I'm eating lemon pepper wings.
You live a
Okay,
great life.
This is what I'm saying.
this is my life, though.
Great life.
I told you the versatility is unmatched.
Yeah.
Unmatched.
The range.
Okay?
Not the range.
Okay, we got to get into a couple more of these Jazmine Sullivan moments, though, because these are good, honey.
No, they
What was
are
the one
a
that
hot
said? What was
mess.
something you didn't tell your partner? I was a part of a train, ran on her sister. Jesus Christ.
Oh my!
Like, that's
oh
nuts.
Jesus! You know what? You know what's crazy? Now that I see this, a lot of men follow Jazmine Sullivan, and y'all was just
Wait,
letting it
hold
rain.
on. Pause this. We renting a house that I bought 4 years ago. He doesn't know. He just deposits rent money every
Wait.
month.
No, don't do him. He
That's
think
a
he
smart-
doing a
that's
man's
smart.
job in
That's
there.
smart.
That's the funny shit.
That's smart.
It's really the gifts and the videos and the pictures that Jazmine Sullivan puts behind these answers, because she had Joanne the scammer on that one. Because
By the way, shout out. You want to know who runs the story? Shout out to Antoinette.
Hey!
A friend
Shout out
with
to
benefits
Antoinette.
here on the couch. She's a good friend of Jazmine Sullivan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she definitely helps with this whole narrating thing, and I love it. She gets it done.
I didn't know if our baby was his at first. Shit.
That's bad.
The gal, them wicked, them wicked, them wicked, them wicked.
Ladies, what the fuck?
Hey, we might need you to do some of our drops for us, Alex.
I got you.
I really love the drops.
I got you,
That
girl.
he had toilet paper in his booty while I was eating it.
Okay.
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
What's going on here?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing.
This?
I know that this should mean that he's nasty, but sis, if you continued eating his booty while he had toilet paper in it,
That would've
sis,
made-
that makes you way more filthy.
Yeah.
So wait,
Okay, here we go. We're gonna get into it.
did she eat the toilet paper then?
I don't
She probably
know, but
didn't. Probably just did a. Probably just spit it out to the
That nigga
side.
to wipe his ass, please.
I know y'all are listening and probably cringe, but it sounds so much worse when it's in the headphones and I'm sitting next to her.
But I'm not gonna lie, like, okay, we understood. We all know. By the way, this is one of the things we do not care about. If y'all want to hear us dig deep, literally, into the conversation about eating ass and Trick Daddy, we did it on our Patreon
We did.
Damn, I missed
live.
that.
So y'all could go to
Oh,
Patreon.
yeah.
We talked about Trick Daddy and Lil Nas X. So if
Yes.
y'all thought we were gonna talk about it here, we're not. You got to go to Patreon and listen to it. But in terms of a woman eating ass, because I will say I'm a woman who loves eating. I may be the president of the eating booty gang. And I love eating a man's ass. And my
Is it the
homegirl,
power?
you know what's crazy? It's not even that. It's just, I know it feels like a little tinkle. You know, it's a little tickle down there in the booty hole. And it feels good. I know it feels good. So I want a man to feel good when he's with me. And so my homegirl was like, nah, girl, I don't be eating booty because men don't be clean enough. And here's the thing. I want to make an announcement to all of the ladies, okay? If you are having sex with a man and you feel like his booty hole is not clean enough for you to lick, sis, you should not be fucking that man.
Let him know.
Sis, you should not be sleeping with a man if you do not believe his asshole is good enough for you to put your face and tongue right through that motherfucking crack, up and down, spitting on it. Like, you should be okay.
Because for all you know, this could be a part of the hell he's putting you through to see if you're worth it in a year. Don't waste your motherfucking time. Think
Don't
of yourself,
do it.
sis. Think of
Think
yourself.
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 Save yourself.
Think of yourself. But also, yeah, if you think a man at any point in time, if you think he smells, if you think his hygiene is not up to par, ladies, that is not a man that you should be sleeping with. Because as y'all know,
No, that's just a conversation that needs to be had. You gotta have that conversation. I feel that way because I feel like with women, because sometimes with women, a lot of women learn very late to pay attention to things like their pH.
oh, okay.
So
okay,
I will
valid.
say the same thing
Valid.
about women. We were not taught very early on about the importance of feminine hygiene either.
And I think that's something men don't know.
And that's something that a lot of men don't know either, right? And I've heard more men say nasty things about women who aren't aware of themselves down there about, you know, how to clean, how to eating proper foods, hydrating enough. And so I think there just needs to be a conversation between partners at that point, because that's been a thing for me sometimes too, where it's like, you know what? Are we gonna have this? Am I okay? Is everything okay down here? Like, am I having an off week?
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. That's
Yeah.
when, ladies, that's when you really know a man is for you. If y'all have unprotected sex and your pH stay good, because that is a valid thing. Like, a lot of men will come and be like, girl, it's a little wrong down there. It might be because of you. There's something with our bacterias that are not matching.
Right.
Especially if you're someone who likes to do cream pies and nut in your woman. That messes up our whole biome.
It does.
And so a lot of times it can, not always. But that's how you know a man is for you. If sis,
if he cream pieing every trip,
if he cream pieing and your pH ain't being thrown off, that is your person. That is your soulmate. And I think that you should lock that king down. You should lock that king down.
Not your
soulmate. No, you can't lock him down. I'm just saying, men are out here fucking up pHs and don't even know.
I'm not basing my soulmate compatibility on cream pies. It's just no way.
Oh, no. All right. Well, I'm just trying to help y'all out there. Anyways, y'all want to go ahead and get into it. We an hour and we got to get into this Drake. Let's get into our Freshly Squeezed, y'all. We got to do it, baby. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Certified Lover Boy, Freshly Squeezed. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Wow.
Sorry, I was on the couch for that.
Wow.
So I guess it only makes sense to get into. I guess before we do a deep dive into some of the songs, what were y'all's thoughts on Certified Lover Boy? Not both of y'all.
Yo, nah, Brittany, not doing that. Nah, see, no. All right, so hold on. Me and
Alex
Bridget
and I
both
are
Aries.
kindred spirits.
Okay.
We are Aries. We are kindred spirits.
But wait, Josh, did you see both of them with the
Kindred. This is my Niger brother right here.
It's
okay,
me. It's me.
Yes.
Who we started with?
I've arrived though. Okay, but Bridget, you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I want you to go first.
You want me to go first?
I want you to go first.
Okay. Okay, I'll start with. It's hard to not like Drake's music.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Valid.
I think we should start there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A lot of people that hate on Drake, there's some songs that they really like. They'll never tell you.
Valid.
All right. So,
but you'll catch them. It'll come on in the club. It'll come on in the club, and you'll just see somebody.
No.
Everything I got everything, and you'll be like, "Oh, you do?
I thought you
got everything."
No, or they'll act like it's just a feature. So diamonds on me dance.
Yeah,
And they be like, man, that's Future.
Like, yo, this Future song.
Right.
That's Future song.
Right?
Haters, y'all be
So
dragging and
valid.
reaching.
It's hard not to like.
It's hard.
You're right.
And I also find it really dope how it becomes a musical holiday.
Right.
When people like Drake drop.
I agree.
Like, we seeing people doing release parties, they copping champagne, they smoking weed. Like, that shit is really dope to me because as a lover for music, sometimes you need certain things to add to the experience. So to see everybody take it so seriously, like, I gotta get home to bump the Drake album, that's cool to me. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah. It's an experience.
It's definitely an experience. Certified Lover Boy, in Alex's perspective, it's Drake who played it safe.
Okay.
He played it safe, but because he's Drake, he does it so well.
Oh.
I'll get more intricate with things, right? Like, here's my take. I'm ready for Drake's Yeezus album.
For his Fuck Everybody album?
His Fuck Everybody album, where he just takes different approaches and he leaves his formula. There's a formula on every single Drake album.
Okay.
And because we're fans, we love it.
Right.
It's not really a critique there. Like, we know what we're signing up for.
Right.
Dope. I'm here. I'm signed up.
Right.
I think me personally as a fan, has been a fan for so long, I think I'm ready for you to just do some unorthodox type shit and still make it work because you're Drake.
Right.
When I was hearing this album, I make beats now. Some beats just felt so minimalistic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Certain sounds, even the underwater shit he be doing, it wasn't really underwater in the same.
Yeah, it's like, give me the waves.
It wasn't really doing it the way I wanted to do. And I don't know if that's on 40. I don't know if that's on production.
Yeah, I don't know who did the fucking fans. That was probably my least favorite, and I was looking forward to really actually liking the song. But sonically, I was just like,
because I can hear that Party wrote that whole thing.
Okay.
I can hear that Party wrote. That sounds like a Party approach, even the way he did certain shit. And I want to stay on approach, right? There's a song with Thames on here that I was really excited to hear.
Yes.
He took a WizKid approach.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
But we're used to Drake stealing from different regions.
See, I'm cool with that.
He had the reggae vibes, the Caribbean. And he's from Toronto. They have Caribbean.
Absolutely.
And Thames is Afrobeat. So
yeah, so it makes sense.
It made sense, but because you're Drake, I want you to do it a certain way. Everything just felt so autopilot. But
this was actually one of my favorite songs on the project.
Right, it kind of rounds out like my top 6. I ain't gonna front.
I don't even have 6 that I love.
Oh wait, here we go, Bridget.
Oh, Bridge.
You said you don't
Bridge.
even like 6 songs. And how
Really?
How long is the full project?
21?
21. You only like 6 out of 21?
I only really enjoyed 6 out of the 21.
Can I tell you my faves? Mm-hmm. Okay. The album starts for me at track 3. Girls Want Girls.
Yep.
Okay, wait. Can we say wait? Let's stay there real quick.
Let's start.
Let's stay there real quick.
Stay there.
And we'll go down the album then,
Sure.
like that way. Let's go to.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna play Girls Want Girls a little bit because I have,
That's on your that's the one.
you know
wanted
what's
to play.
crazy?
I know.
Nope, I hated it.
I know you did. I know exactly why
That's
you did too.
interesting.
I know exactly why she
Hold
did.
on.
I can't wait for
I
her
want
to
to
break
let
this
this.
down.
I'm gonna let this ride a little bit.
That's interesting. This is where the album started for me. You know what I mean?
Probably one of my least because I'm just sick of it.
Yeah. Come on. Mandii, I don't know. Come on. Lazy way. Baby way.
All right, let's get these lyrics up. Thank you.
Crazy day. Payday.
That's where I'm gonna stop it.
Okay.
Talk to me.
You're from a place right now with money. That's why Girls Want Girls where you are from. And this bothers me as a true bisexual. The sexualization
I knew it.
of this era of y'all have all these problems and a lot of y'all are fucking homophobic as shit until it comes to this.
Right.
These are points.
And unfortunately, me being a very bisexual woman, I hate as a woman that there's all these fake bisexual women now because of this. Like
you explain?
literally,
'Cause I don't really, I'm not in that realm.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been in a realm. Even whenever you're with a guy who has money or power or status, it's almost like an unspoken truth that if you invite friends over, they can join.
Yep.
It's their party too. I'm open for everybody. All the girls come for me. Like I've been with a nigga who flew me and my homegirl out. We get there, didn't even know. He flew 2 other bitches out and we just all had to have fun together. Hey,
I see what you're
didn't
getting
even
at.
know the other girls was there. And at any given point, he's just hoping we all have a fucking kumbaya party. And the thing that I don't like with this approach is because as going out and being with these girls, now you have a lot of the no touch me girls. You have a lot of the girls that are like, okay, well, I guess I'll let a girl eat me out, but I ain't doing nothing back with her. Like there's this almost forced pressure on so many women to do things sexually with other women that they don't want to do.
Right.
Oh, gotcha.
And so this being like, oh yeah, girls like girls where I'm from. No, you're just from Toronto. And
But also,
go ahead, add to it because I hate this. Ugh.
The other thing that I hate about this is that as a woman, I can tell you firsthand that if a girl tells you she likes girls, that's her rejecting you. That's her telling you.
That's tough.
That's the same. Oftentimes, especially with a stranger, oftentimes that's the same thing as a woman telling you she's got a boyfriend and she's not interested. But you didn't listen to the she's not interested.
Because now you want.
Oh,
you
well,
think
that's
now
great
you're gonna
that
get
you
2
like
women.
girls. I like girls too. No, that was me telling you I don't want to do this with you. That was code for.
Yep.
That was me being polite, saying I'm good. I like girls.
Do you know how
To end
nasty?
the conversation. I know a lot of girls that
Yeah.
have done that. My generation of women has definitely done that.
First off, do you know
To
how
curve
nasty
men.
it is? That was our curve, especially being young.
Yeah.
If we're out with our homegirls and we're like, oh, well, this is my girlfriend. Do you know how many times I've been told, oh, well, if this is your girlfriend, let me see y'all kiss.
Right.
Do you know how many
no way.
times
Right.
that is the response from a lot of men.
See, men be making us look dumb.
No, but
I ain't gonna
seriously,
front. Y'all niggas be making us look
but
crazy.
seriously, like, and so Bridget, you bringing that to a
Yeah.
part, like, that's literally one of our defense mechanisms to let a man know that we're not
That's-
interested.
that is
so
one
the
of our
praise of
polite
this,
curves.
the
Gotcha.
praise of this,
Yeah.
just makes me sick in a culture where, damn, now there is almost an added forced sexualization on women to do things that we really don't want to do.
I do like the song, but kind of to what you guys are saying, as I was listening to it and enjoying it, I was saying to myself, I'm like, I'm surprised he went with an approach like this.
I hate it.
And the times we are right now, I think it was a very bold thing to do. I don't know.
But
if that's
also,
a good
even
or
if
bad
bitches
vote.
don't
I was
like
just
girls,
shocked.
they gonna like girls with you,
Yeah,
Drake.
yeah.
Because you Drake.
Correct.
See what you're getting at.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
Lil
he's-
Baby's on here too.
Like he said something with like fucking fans. Bro, everybody's your fan.
Yeah, that part. That's the song at the bottom that I just didn't like sonically.
Okay, I see. All right.
What are some of y'all's other favorite songs on the album?
Love All obviously was major for me.
Okay, with Jay-Z.
Absolutely.
But also
Absolutely.
because as soon as everybody heard yes.
That's my shit. Bro.
As soon as everybody heard Jay's verse on Donda, they were like, "Oh my God,
They were.
Jay-Z is like," and it's like y'all must have not listened to anything before the Black Album of Jay-Z's to think that verse was fire. Like, let's start there because if you listen to this is giving me Blueprint 1 Jay. This verse on Love All, and I respect the hell out of him as an artist, and so listening to this was like, damn, this is great. But I do have to say that my overall opinion about this project is that Drake is still the same toxic person that there's no changes. There's nothing learned. There's nothing. It's just the houses are bigger. There's more money now. You have a kid now, and so. You know what I mean? And even the mention of the kid is not.
It was
nasty.
nasty.
It's not.
Did y'all hear the mention of the kid? He said I had to fuck a couple girls to get a kid.
To get this
kid. That was nastiness. I'm not gonna lie. That was nasty.
Which to me again is
Although it was on my favorite song.
It's indicative. Well, it's indicative of the fact that your son is really how you view him publicly in that song is that he's an attachment of you. Like he's an appendage of you. It's not like, oh my God, my son is this amazing human being. It's I had to fuck a bunch of bitches to get this son. This is my son. Like you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like how you process, like it's literally just a reflection of himself as opposed to really seeing his son for being his own.
I do want to play.
I think that's
I do want to live. I do want to play though that song specifically where he mentions it only because, again, I started the pod with Aston Martin music, and it's because I love Drake and Ross together. It could be the Florida girl in me, but Ross is it?
It is.
Like literally, you know how
but You Only Live Twice is one of my favorites.
We got Drake and Future.
Before you play that though,
Go
right?
ahead.
I had some on that Jay-Z thing too.
Yes.
Do we think he's talking about Dame Dash on his verse? Would that make the verse sound a little better for you, Bridge?
I love his verse on this.
Okay, wait. Where do you think he's?
Niggas wanted to kill me. Y'all still with him. What he said? Best thing I could do is not build with you when I could destroy you. That takes some fucking discipline. That
could be a lot of people.
Yeah, but
to me that could be a lot of people. It could be Dame because Dame is definitely doing a lot of talking. I would say that the people who really loved this verse and were like, oh my God, Jay-Z are probably those same people who would rather take a dinner date with Jay-Z than $500,000.
We're not talking about
Do y'all be seeing that debate on Twitter? They literally be like, oh, you can't 500K one time, but a dinner date with Jay-Z, he'll tell me all the secrets to his success.
You know the funny shit, man? What if they go on?
Jay-Z is not telling y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all as somebody that's had dinner with Jay-Z.
Oh, this subtle flex is brought to you by. What is dinner like with Jay-Z?
Keep going. He's just gonna tell you keep going the whole time.
The one thing that I will advise y'all to do if you think that he's gonna give y'all all the answers, watch The Matrix. Right? And remember when Neo meets the Oracle for the first time? And he's like, wait, that's it?
That's it?
So I just almost died to get here? And she's like, yeah,
that's it.
The key to life is no one has all the answers. Is there anything else?
Go drop that song, man.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go. This is You Only Live Twice. I love, oh my God. He makes me want to just get a really expensive car.
He just be talking that shit. Ajax.
At least celebrate when Fidel died. I love this.
Yeah, this got that Miami vibe.
It got that Miami vibe to it. This sounds like
what
that
y'all
era
album sound
of
like.
Aston Martin.
Absolutely.
Scroll up, Alex. Who produced this? What's just
Bink.
Oh,
Should have known.
Bink. That makes sense.
I like
That makes
this.
a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Hold on,
Yeah.
y'all know we gotta get to Drake, y'all.
Huh?
Go ahead. He using some big words like Bridget would. Come on, immaculate.
Catastrophic collapses.
That's crazy.
That ass.
That's a tongue twister.
The boy be rapping.
He
No,
does.
he do.
That's the thing.
He do.
The boy be rapping, so you can't say any of it is terrible, you know?
Here we go. You fancy, huh? Oh.
So, with that line, right? 'Cause
Yes.
you know we was talking about Swizz, right?
Yes.
I will have another thing to say about, I guess, his last two projects. I just wish he wasn't in beef. The last
Why?
project.
I love when people
No, I
beef.
love it. No,
I
listen,
love it.
Mandy, I be signing up for that shit.
Give
right?
me
See, this is the
motherfucking
thing,
a
though.
tomahawk.
Oh, I live for that shit.
need it.
I think I live more for.
Y'all know I want all the smoke, so
I live for
But
it.
you also kumbaya.
I live for it.
I'm kumbaya when I know we can be kumbaya.
Right.
When I believe,
Right.
because I see the good in everybody. So I'm gonna keep looking for the good in everybody. But if you show me your ass,
Yeah.
and that's the type of time you want to be on, no problem. I always say, I give you all the rope. You can either use it to pull yourself closer to me, or
Yeah.
you gonna hang yourself with it.
Swizz
Because-
did apologize because this was based off of that Instagram live with Busta.
Right. Right. It was based off.
And
of
they
that.
were talking about some sort of leak or collab
Right.
that didn't get cleared or something like that.
But even going back to Scorpion, like when I go back to Scorpion, it just sounds like an album that was directed mostly at Pusha T. I know Jaded
yeah.
is on there, right? I
Right.
know there's other music on there. Then when I
Yeah.
come here, it's just more.
Well, nah,
so like
it
from
was
that,
it was Pusha T and his baby mama.
right. But
And they was beefing back
But you
then.
could just
Right.
hear it within
Right.
the album,
Right.
That it's like directed at someone, and I think just because I'm a music lover, I think that deters the vision of the project sometimes. But again, there's a lot of music on there, so you could create your own playlist.
I mean, there's a lot of music,
Yeah.
but Bridget only likes 6 from
But
this
that's
project.
solid. That's-
I don't
Well,
think
no,
but
but
6
the
from
only
21
reason-
is not solid.
Well, because the only reason
That's an
to
F.
me, but also there's two things to consider, right?
Yeah.
Number one, you're getting my opinion as an artist,
Right,
So
Okay.
right.
you're not really getting my opinion as a consumer.
Same.
That's number one.
Same.
So that's number one. Number two, the same reason I don't love this project because I'm expecting more growth than what we've already seen. That's my fan perspective. As an artist, actually, I'm listening to this and I'm like, wow, I'm really happy that he's utilizing his vocabulary because we used to play Words with Friends and he was Aubrey and it was fun. And so I'm happy that we get to see some...
Not you talk about playing Words with Friends with Drake so
Some light.
Casually.
That's some light.
You
Subtle
know,
flex.
That was some
this
light.
subtle
Subtle
flex
flex.
is brought
She said
to
we
you
did
by-
that back in 20. You know what I mean?
when Mandy was in high school.
Don't
So
do that.
middle school,
Well, we used to be
relax.
neighbors in 2010.
so
We both lived on Brickell,
no, but I think
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
the part is like
Biscayne.
the themes that I'm tired of,
Yeah.
the themes that I'm tired of, just as a woman too, is like the beef is never it's never around skill. It's always around other shit that's personal. Like the stuff with Pusha got personal. Do you know what I
Very.
mean? So
The
it-
shit with Ye is
and I
the
feel
shit
like it
with Ye
consumed
feels
that album for
personal,
me.
and
Yeah,
so it doesn't
absolutely.
feel like sport, which is the
Yeah.
difference between what we love about rap beef from before.
Yeah.
But now it just feels like everyone's either hypersensitive and we're not allowed to talk about certain things, or no one is sensitive to anything at all and just feels like everything. We should be able to talk about people's kids. We should be able to talk about people with terminal illness. We should be able to, you know what I mean? It just
No in between.
There's no in between, right?
Oh, I want to be able to
and
do all that shit.
But it takes the fun. It takes the fun out of it. And so a lot of this to me just sounds like it's still, well, I ain't got no friends in the industry. Boy, yes you do.
You have mad friends.
You
They're
have
actually on the
friends.
album. They're
You
all
have
on the
mad
album, bro.
friends.
You be fucking doing everything with
You
OBJ
have
like y'all
mad
are besties.
friends.
But you know what though? I guess he needs
Mad
to keep a
friends.
chip on his shoulder to feel hungry at this point. At this point in his career, right? Even if you got to create things, because I've heard him say this before. Oh yeah, they doubted me. They never thought I'd
Who
be.
doubted you?
Like, bruh.
Who still doubts you?
Okay, first off,
you had your own plane for mad years.
Yeah, but it was
Who
also
still doubts you?
it's whatever bitch said that he would never be as big as Trey Songz.
No, that
boy,
one stuck with
was
him.
she wrong? It's
Oh
stuck with him.
my
That one
God.
But
stuck
that's what I'm
with him.
saying.
He's
Like,
a, yeah,
pettiness,
he's
yeah.
a Scorpio. He's
but,
never
but,
gonna let
that was
go.
also back when he had a different face. I don't know if y'all see his face. Is like, he got a whole new face. He doing the like a
got
BBL
older.
on his face.
He got
Also,
older.
just the beard.
Also-
nah, his nose looked different too.
all of the credence, all of the credence and just due that I gave him for all of the regional announcements about all of the features, right? I was really disappointed that in the Yebba feature, because I love her and she's my Freshly Squeezed song this week.
As
so
she should.
I listened to this and I was like, damn, man, I was really hoping for a little bit more from Yebba on this, and I feel like Drake, like you said, he played it safe. With all of this, he played it safe.
What were some of your other favorite songs?
I love Knife Talk.
I love 21 on anything. Y'all know I love me some 21.
Project Pat's voice.
Yeah, it did it for me.
Was it for me. Like that, once I heard that, I was like, I'm good.
I don't even really
else?
like the beat on that, but
Yeah, no. I really enjoy it. It sounds to me like anytime 21 hops on a song, even if you look at like even the way it just starting like this, that's kind of how his songs with J. Cole start.
Right.
Like you got the little samples in the beginning and then they go.
And then they just
go.
Absolutely.
And 21 really did what he needed to do. I wanted to kind of go back to you with the sensitivity though.
Yeah.
The sensitivity around not only like culture right now in society, but this project. TSU, for those of you who, again, live on Twitter like me, y'all saw there was a whole thread that they were coming at him because, of course, R. Kelly has writing credits on this song. Mm-hmm. I do want to say, though, the writing credits came from a sample, and the sample apparently came from NSYNC and their song. Yeah, so OVO 40 did write, and I want to put this down because a lot of people are sitting here really trashing him on giving him credit. So OVO 40 wrote, on a song called TSU, at the beginning is a sample of OG Ron C talking. Behind that, faintly, which you can't even hear, is an R. Kelly song playing in the background. It has no significance, no lyrics are present. R. Kelly's voice isn't even present. But if we wanted to use Ron C talking, we were forced to license it.
That's how it works.
Yes, and I want to ask you a little bit too about the licensing and sampling and how kind of that goes through clearance. It says, it doesn't sit well with me. Let me just say that. And I'm not here to defend Drake's lyrics, but I thought I would clear up that there is no actual R. Kelly present, and it's a bit misleading to call him a co-lyricist. It's kind of wild because I was just reading Baby Girl by Kathy Landoli, and the recounts of some of that stuff is horrific and disgusting. When I saw this post and just had to say, something, because to think we would stand beside that guy or write with him is just incredibly disgusting. I think one of the things that even added to this is this song is essentially about girls that go to HBCUs.
Right.
Okay.
And loving girls that go to HBCUs.
Wow, never connected that to
and
this now.
there's an R. Kelly credit to a song talking about essentially young girls.
Okay.
And so I love that a statement was released because I think it was necessary. Yeah. But
absolutely.
Again, it's a lot of us talking about shit we have no clue on. No one knows how this licensing and shit works.
Well, anytime you license something, you have to put it in the credits somewhere. Like it has to be. What's interesting is no one, like before like the last 10 years, nobody was looking at credits.
That's a fact.
Like nobody was scrolling through like who are the co-writers on this project? No one gave a fuck. Really, it was behind the scenes shit. Like nobody was looking to see. Maybe you would look at producers. You know what I mean? Because producers for the last 20 something years, 30 years have been really present and at the forefront of some of the greatest, most legendary projects that we've seen.
Yeah.
Right.
But other than producers, you know what I mean? You're not necessarily looking at who all of the writers and contributors are.
Right.
But that's why it's important to highlight the word contributors, because what's contributing to is anything that's present in the composition of the music.
Take them to school, Bridge.
Right. So anything that's present in the composition has to be cited. So,
and y'all know we gonna just take it back to school like a works cited page on your 5-page paragraph essay or whatever you had to do. Mm-hmm. Like you always said, like you could never, especially if you use any portion of some other work, you had to put it on your works cited. So,
but also
you
do it in the beginning to get it out of the way, because if an estate comes back to you later on, then it's way more costly to have to deal with it that way.
We saw what happened with the Marvin Gaye.
Right.
That's very true.
We saw what happened.
It happened to Marvin. It happened with Pharrell. It happened with Ed Sheeran. Marvin Gaye's estate sued Ed Sheeran for like $100 million. So stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And this is a situation that could happen with him too. So
absolutely,
whoever works on his team obviously is just covering all their bases. But I appreciate the statement more so because I think what it comes down to is really understanding the details of what goes into this project.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And wanting the audio, wanting the speaking audio so badly that you'll go as far as license something just in case because it's being heard in the background. Like it barely small can be recognized in the background.
Yeah. I do also want to ask you guys, because this is by far the most anticipated album of the year. But do you guys have CLB in the discussion for album of the year at all? Or y'all are just like, this
I don't.
It missed.
Tyler is album of the year for me, if I'm being honest.
Y'all know.
I missed a little bit.
I'm
for
biased.
me.
J. Cole. But
Tyler the Creator album of the year for me. Cole did too. Cole had a really good album
Cole had a
too.
good album.
Really good album. I'm excited. He starts touring next month, so I'm definitely
we know
looking
you're
forward.
gonna be there in all your dreams
I'm
go
probably
gear.
gonna be there. I'm trying to go to multiple cities, so it's
Oh, you're
him.
not playing.
It's him, 21 and Murray.
Yeah, Mandy's a huge.
I'm huge
Shit.
stan.
Now, I know
so-
your Dreamville all the way.
Oh yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
definitely looking forward to those shows.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This is interesting because to me, y'all know I judge an album by being able to just let it rock.
Right.
Yeah.
I need a straight through album. I don't want something to where I like and I said probably one of the most recent of that, and I've brought both of these album ups multiple times. Is Roddy Ricch. Which, by the way, Roddy, let me know if I need to drive you to the studio because I don't understand.
funny
I don't
as
understand,
Well,
sir. What's going on?
And I think there's something to be said. I like
Mad funny.
I love Roddy. Man.
I like that the space and the time. I like that artists are taking their time, and I do want to say shout out to artists that understand the importance of taking their time in their process.
Okay.
Because even
But
Ari,
also, I need that.
but even Ari Lennox came out and was like, this project was so dope. I may not make another one. Like I just feel, it's
Yeah.
too much pressure. It's too much.
Filler.
Like there's so many artists that came out the gate so strong,
So strong. Yep.
And I think there is way too much pressure put on them to keep that momentum constantly going. And sometimes people need to take a step back and a breather. I can't wait for a Summer Walker project. I don't want to hear her talking on the internet. Not
I'm
no
so
more.
done.
Can't wait.
I'm ready
him
for
back
a project.
to you.
I gave him back to you. I am ready for the Summer Walker project. I am ready. I don't care when it comes. I don't care when it comes. Whenever she releases it, I am ready. I will be ready. I will
Well, I
be
know that
sitting there at Apple
they've
Music
been in
ready.
the studio. Shout out to LVRN. They've definitely been in the
ready.
studio, so it
Yeah,
should
we've
be
seen that.
coming.
I'm not pressing her. I'm not pressing
I
her,
ain't
but
pressing her.
I am.
I want to make sure her mental health is fine first.
Correct.
That's important.
Because I want her to be able to come out and show up and perform and do all the press.
Yes.
Because the press is a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just want her to be in a mentally sound
Sound.
space
Yeah.
for when that album releases so that we get the best of her in the interviews. And really, I mean, clearly we're hearing her talk
Because-
about the songs now with her going on Instagram
because
Live.
the other part is when you take that time, right? The pressure mounts anyway. So if you take a year or two off and build up that excitement and that anticipation, and you drop a Certified Lover Boy, which sounds like every other project you ever had, where you're still salty. You're still salty about some petty back and forth amongst other industry dudes that you still see all the time, the smile on your face. But also, you do have industry friends. Also, you're really rich. Also, we get it. We get it. You love we get it. You love black women and you fucking them. And shout out to HBCUs
And also, you are way too sexy for your shirt because you got lipo.
I
and it
will-
looks
like
great.
it's all the like to you know what I'm saying? It's still.
Wait,
I will
he
say
does. He
this.
got,
I'm
he got the
I'm
etch a
not even-
sketch. That's what I heard. But it looked good now. He looked good with no shirt on.
Mandy.
Sorry. Okay.
I will say this though: the songs I like on this album, I really like.
Yeah,
I think
same.
Like,
7 a.m. on Bridal Path.
7 a.m. Pipe Down.
Pipe Down is great, too.
I think that's the best song on this album.
Pipe Down is probably the only Toxic Man song that, as a woman, I
Not
was
you
like,
liking.
fuck.
You was vibing.
Can we pull up the
I gotta
lyrics?
like,
Oh my-
damn.
This-
Well, because
this
as
got
a
it.
woman, I was like, yeah, I feel him.
Let me tell you why I feel
I gotta
him at.
pipe down sometimes.
I'm gonna tell you why I feel him at.
Wait.
all right?
First line said you belong to the streets, but the streets belong to me.
We're not
Hello?
even getting there yet. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you when he start getting crazy. Hold
Yep.
up.
Right.
On me. And when you see Chanel, I wish that's how you saw me.
Hello?
I wish that's how you called me.
Go ahead.
That honesty. That's the way he did it for
I
me.
love this song.
It's put together.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of. I put the list together.
Okay. Wait.
Listen.
He knows the list of my niggas?
Listen, he knows. We know. We just be putting the list to the side till you fuck up.
Damn.
It's the chorus for me. It's the chorus
go.
for me.
How much I gotta spend for you to pipe
A
down?
whole lot.
How deep I gotta dig for you to
pipe down?
Deep in these guts.
All right, Mandy.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that's not what he was talking about.
Mandy! He's petting his love.
Oh, my bad. Oh, love come out that thing now.
Yeah. Pipe Down and 7 a.m. Bridal
Pipe
Bridal
down.
Path. Yeah.
Yeah, like they're really, really good. And I wish it was a little bit more condensed
Yeah.
so people could really understand the good music that's actually on the project. You know?
As a woman, I listened to this and I was like,
Oh my
damn.
God.
Don't tell me.
I know
pipe down.
sometimes I'd be like, damn, you right.
Pipe down.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes as women we need to be read. Like we gotta be
down
read
a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. I be liking that sometimes.
I love when my man reads
like,
these
like
things.
but also the pipe down to where,
Respectfully.
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 I was about to say respectfully. Like I like when I'm just going crazy and he be like, "You done? All right,
Yeah.
come over here." Like chill.
I don't like the you done. No. Don't ask me if I'm
you don't
done.
like
Oh wait, well no,
That was a semicolon.
Well,
You
no.
shut your ass up. It's not a period. It's a semicolon.
But see, no.
It's a pause for breath.
I like for a man, if I'm upset and he sees I'm upset, I know how I am. I'd never want a partner to meet my energy. So the you done is let's talk, like it's a I'm not finna go back and forth with you. I'm not raising my voice with you. Okay. I'm not gonna meet you where you're at. Sure. If you wanna have a conversation, pipe down.
We're gonna pipe.
And then we could talk. You know what I mean? So it's not even the you done, but it's like, all right, now you know I'm not responding to you.
My
when
man
you're
will
like
look
this.
at me and be like, yo, why are you yelling?
Like that.
It's not giving a are you done? Are you done sounds like you don't want to hear me talk no more.
Okay.
So that's triggering. That's triggering for me.
you,
Are you
yeah.
done?
Okay,
It's like,
actually, you're right. Maybe
You
not
wanna
the
feel
done.
heard.
No, right.
Well,
To
see,
me, asking
when
if
he's-
you're done is like you want me to be done, and I'm not done.
He could ask me if I'm done, and I'll be like, no, nigga, and then he'll be like, all right, well, pipe down and let's talk.
Yeah, see,
let's
so-
talk this out.
Pipe
So
down a little bit.
That
man.
to me takes me from 10 to 25. So I gotta, to me, well, he'll look at me and be like, yo, why are you coming at me with this energy? I'm not yelling at you. And then that's when I gotta be like, fuck, all right, pipe
All right, let me
down.
chill a
Pipe down,
little
BK,
bit.
because you're doing too much. And he's not even yelling. He's not even yelling at me. And I be raising my, all the outside voice inside.
Did y'all see the meme? A girl posted, she was like, "Oh, look at how Drake got all our boyfriends smiling and shit all happy." That shit, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. It's shit like that. Like pipe down, like just for men to speak for us, because men do a terrible job communicating.
1,000%.
Right? A lot of the time is because, and I learned this once I started podcasting, we just don't know how to say it. So some of the times, just to get certain artists to say how you feel,
Yes.
just for you to keep listening and run it back, it can help you.
You know
It
what?
can help
You know
listen
what's
to
my
it.
problem with that?
What's up?
I feel like that's an excuse.
What
I feel like
excuse? What
it's
do you
an
mean
excuse
excuse?
because wait,
Yeah.
there are men, like even my partner, we can debate about any and everything. So from music to genres to fucking movies, we fucking debate with fucking Kevin Samuels takes. We debate about politics. We debate even about the fucking vaccine.
Right.
And there's so much to say. But now, nigga, when I got a real personal question to ask you regarding our relationship and who you're showing up as or why you're doing certain things, now you don't know how to communicate.
But
you
ready?
can communicate.
You ready? But you ready?
Go ahead.
Men are dumb, right?
Men are not dumb.
Now, I don't want to say that because
BK, I'm with you, right? But the consensus has been men are dumb, right?
but y'all not gonna sit here and be able to fall on that sword.
No. I'm not trying to run with that. What I'm trying to say is, dumb is a wrong word.
Hell yeah.
They don't know how to communicate it. Like, I'm as a guy, this is some real shit. I got out of a fucking argument, and 20 minutes later, I started thinking about the shit I was supposed to say. Y'all just be so prepared.
So y'all are just slow.
Again,
You're
men are
slow
dumb,
too.
right?
So we got to give you 20 minutes to think of what you got to say while I'm sitting there waiting.
I ain't gonna say it's gonna be 20, but we do think differently, and we are different.
Oh, it takes y'all a long time.
Also,
You know?
also, of all the things that you just listed,
Yeah.
the one thing that's the most important
Yeah.
is how you show up in the relationship.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
of course it's going to be harder to communicate that and communicate that adequately from where you're coming from because you're not stating an opinion that you can debate on.
Debate on with a woman.
Who he's showing up as
Right.
is not open for debate.
Right.
So that's why it's harder to do that. It's not an excuse, but it's if we're going to compare and contrast.
Right.
At the end of the day, arguing with a man about politics is way easier than sitting down with a man and discussing his feelings about things that he hasn't worked through.
And that's what I mean. And that's what I.
So
you
it's
guys
not
are
so much an
prepared for this.
excuse.
Y'all do this.
We do it
No,
when
we do, but we front too. We don't show up fully ready for
Sure.
relationships
No,
either.
sure. No
we
one's
also
perfect.
have pride.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
struggle with trying to apologize when we fuck up and drop the ball.
Yep.
Right.
Because
Right.
because the scariest thing in a relationship is the fear of showing up completely yourself, completely vulnerable,
And it not being enough.
not being enough.
not-
that
yeah.
part.
And not being
Yeah.
accepted
That part.
and valid in that moment.
That's why I'm single now.
And at the end of the day, whether you agree that the wallpaper in the bathroom should be blue or green,
Right.
is not going to determine whether or not I'm a good person. It's not going to have any effect on how I feel about who I am.
Yeah.
But if you show up as who you say you are, and the man looks at you like, "But you crazy?" And then you're like, "Damn, am I crazy?" Like it makes you question.
Start questioning this
and
shit,
I think in general, women we're way more compulsive when it comes to saying how we think and how we feel. And for men, it takes a little bit longer to process that.
we also don't want to say the wrong things. Like,
Oh, I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, no,
we say it.
I was about to say,
Yo, BK, we
y'all
just say the
don't
wrong
want to
shit.
say the wrong thing.
I was gonna say, y'all say the wrong- y'all say the wrong things a
all
lot.
the time.
But we don't be meaning it.
Y'all
Now
say
you
the wrong
don't
shit
now you
a
don't mean
lot,
what you
Alex.
say.
BK, we don't be meaning it.
Y'all just be saying shit just to say it.
Yo, cause I'm
sick of it.
Just give me
I'm
our
sick of
men.
it. You know what? Anyways,
sick of y'all.
guys, y'all
We
know.
love y'all.
Well, y'all knew we had to do the certified
We
lover
had
boy
to get
breakdown.
Drake out the way.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
out
yeah.
the way. I'm gonna start with my freshly squeezed pick for the week.
Go for it. What we got?
It is from an artist that you may not be familiar with. His name is Rennie. It's Rini. He dropped a single called Red Lights featuring Wale.
Oh.
And when I tell you, Bridget, you're going to like this.
I'm excited.
Y'all go ahead and cop this one, but listen to it. Like, you're going to like it in the first 4 seconds. Like, here we go. Rennie featuring Wale, y'all.
Yep, I'm signed up.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, yeah. I got in a new
I am
bag.
proud of Mandy
I got in
right
a new
now.
bag
Come
this week.
on.
I see you.
And y'all listen to this vibe.
Yep.
Love it. I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Baseline got me.
Yep. You know how we love a bass line, Alex. We love a bass
You know how
line.
we love a little bass.
This makes me do this, which makes me know it's a good one.
It's that sexy shit, right?
Yeah.
It's that sexy shit.
Right. And Wale came on and did what needed to be done on this too.
That's what he do. They keep playing with that boy. That's what he do.
I got y'all this week.
Ooh. It's that shade.
I'm gonna let it go. Wale up next.
This is a vibe.
You know.
I love this.
Are we waiting for Wale's verse? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I was trying to get
I ain't
there.
even mad at that though.
I'm like, sis.
Hold on, let me see. Here we go. But yeah,
Yeah, he
the
walked.
flow is just great. He did it. He did it. He
walked.
did what he does. And I just really like this. It goes. So guys, if again, that's Rennie, Rini, Red Lights featuring Wale. What you got for us? By the way, yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying. This was a music-filled fucking pod today.
Word,
Yeah.
word.
Oh, we
Yeah.
started
Thank
off
y'all
with
for
the
bringing me up here,
throwbacks.
too.
Nah, thank you for joining
listen.
us. I can't wait to see what your freshly squeezed pick is.
Oh man.
Listen,
I'm gonna keep it in vain.
Yeah,
All right.
It's gonna be a vibe. I wanted to play Yeba's. She's like gradually dropping gems and heat on us leading up to
Oh,
the
like you do.
release of her
Every
album.
week on this
Look at us.
pod.
Thanks, Phil. Yeba is a really incredible vocalist artist from Memphis, and she's also an incredible writer as well. But she's dropping her debut album Dawn this Friday, and so
Exciting.
she released I guess the third single on this project called Boomerang, which I absolutely love. So I wanted to play that for y'all. So it came out about a week and a half ago, but I missed it last week, so I definitely wanted to bring it back
Bring
to
it
y'all.
back. Bring it back.
And the song is called Boomerang, so look at that, we bringing it back.
Oh, I see what
I'm
you
excited.
did there. I see what you did there.
She has my second favorite song on Drake's album. I'm excited for this.
Oh, I can't hit that note.
I can't either.
Oh,
Oh, she talking hot.
oh, this some
That's deep.
snaps type of shit.
Now, her voice is crazy.
Not running from 12. Come
Hello?
on, come on, white girl.
Paraíso.
Oh yeah, this is nice.
Oh yeah, I need the album.
Hello?
I need the album.
This shit is amazing to me.
This video's crazy.
She ragging up the white man in the grass in the video. I love it. I love it.
Ooh. Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm definitely
put her foot
downloading
in
that.
this.
I'm downloading this. I like that.
Also, she beating the shit out of white man in this video, so maybe.
I love it.
Then she dropped that nigga in the hole.
Right.
Beat that
I'm living
man
for this.
up. You know what I mean? Go ahead and drag him, sis. Drag him.
Literally dragged.
Literally, yeah. Y'all
that's
check
dope.
out that video. That's
Yeah,
dope.
shout out to Yeba. That's
Oh
Boomerang.
man.
Look at us really giving them some new music.
Yeah,
Nah, I
that's
love
real,
it.
for real. Come on now.
I love.
Okay.
Yes.
And what you got for us? Is it R&B or hippity hop?
It's definitely R&B. I'm gonna stay in vain.
Come on.
This is my homegirl, Byree. Byree's also been on the Need to Know podcast for
Hey,
episode.
Byree.
I think you're really gonna like this stuff. All right.
I mean, I trust your taste.
Yeah, I do
Do
too.
you?
I
That
do.
means a lot.
I think so.
All right. Let me know if y'all feeling this. This is called Paraíso. Paraiso by Byree.
Is it Spanish?
Yeah. Her name is Bairi.
Oh.
But is the song in Spanish?
It's
Para?
in English.
Para means four.
Yeah. Okay, but it's all English. So I
And
guess.
CO means what?
What means for?
Part. Para. Para means for something in Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up after.
Let me see what CO stand for.
I'm already in love with these strings.
Just
Good
wait.
God.
Just wait. Watch this.
Wow.
You feel me? You feel me, BK? Hold up. Great album cover. I mean,
Wow.
it's a rose that's dripping out that looks like a pussy.
I like that.
That's fire.
Oh. It's not two words. So this means paradise.
Okay, dope. All right, dope.
Paraíso.
It feels like paradise.
Paradise, heaven, and gods.
Can't turn this song off right now.
Wow.
Feel me?
Okay.
Go stream the rest of that anywhere and everywhere.
Yes. Okay, Byrie.
Paraíso.
Paraiso.
Okay, Byrie.
Byrie.
Right.
Shout out to Byrie, man.
I like that. I like that. Well, I know we talked TV kind of things we don't care about. We did on Patreon.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't yet, we drop every week if you're on the top tier, a minimum of 2 bonus if you're on the bottom tier. But we're over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/seethethingispod. We do BTS over there. And then once a month, Bridget and I are actually hopping on Zoom with our Friends with Benefits tier, chatting with the people.
We did that last week.
We did that last week. We was talking about Trick Daddy and Lil Nas X, and also the fact that New York is not ready for climate change. So
thoughts and prayers, by the way, go out to everybody that was affected by the flood last week.
Nobody prayed
that
for us.
no one thought.
Nobody cared about New Yorkers.
But also, but to keep it a stack, we were all prepared. We battened down the hatches for Hurricane Henri.
Yeah,
that was nothing but a little.
nothing.
It was like a little wind, and then it was gone. You know what I'm saying?
It was a little drizzle.
So Ida came around. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, another hurricane!" And New Yorkers, in true New York fashion, not as cap. And then
not us telling the meteorologist that's cap.
Yeah, that's cap.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
we ain't listening to your ass. Mad people lost their cars and shit.
People lost their cars. People lost people. Basements. And the problem is with home insurance, you have to get flood insurance is a whole separate insurance.
It is.
Absolutely.
So if you have a home and you don't have flood insurance, even if you don't live in a flood zone,
I was about to say that's something we don't think about in New York of flood insurance.
I mean, in some places, like in New Jersey, buying property, they have designated zones that they consider flood zones. But even if it's not, even if you don't live in a flood zone, I would still consider. Yeah.
And even with the things you don't think about, my boy lost his music studio to that shit.
Damn.
You have a music. These are not things you're thinking about. Though.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm so scared.
Right.
I have inventory.
Yeah.
From my official box owner stuff in the basement. And my neighbor was just like, so lost artwork and everything down there. And I'm just like, fuck, I have to go down there. I also have all my like winter coats and jackets.
Yeah. I have
I'm just like, fuck.
Too.
So that was crazy. But yeah, last week was last week. I also want to send the more condolences to my liver and myself, because that sober September, y'all, I made it 3 days, y'all, and I am so proud of myself, because what happened was I realized, I was like, oh damn, Labor Day weekend is this weekend. Maybe I could start again. But then I decided.
What happened was I had a rooftop kickback.
Yeah.
And Mandii was like, wait, what? You're barbecuing, there's cooking, there's food, and there's games, there's beer pong, we're not drinking?
I said, how do adults, mind you, the barbecue was strictly no kids. I said
it was all adults, no kids.
And I ain't gonna hold you. So guys, please send me what you do if you're not a drinker. But I was like, we're all adults. What? I don't have a drink in my hand. Like, what am I doing? Like, this feel weird. Like,
you're socializing,
am I just supposed to talk
chilling,
to people, but without a drink in my hand? Like, what we doing? And so I went home and picked up my bottle of Tito's and brought it right back. Like, you know what, sis?
Like in true auntie fashion. In true auntie fashion.
I want better for you.
Mind you, nobody else was doing sober September at the kickback. It was just myself and Mandii. Everybody else was turned. Everybody else was turned. The Casamigos was flowing.
No, I didn't get peer pressure at all.
She pressured herself.
Actually, I was like,
she pressured herself.
I was like, wait. People, mind you, she wanted a barbecue that started at 4. Niggas started showing up at 7:30.
You know how that goes.
So I was, mind you, I'm her neighbor, so I'm there at 5, and I was like twiddling my thumbs. I was like, okay, I'll help you set up. And then by the time I realized people were just going to be rolling in late, I said, I'm too sober for this.
She literally went home, got drunk, and came back. We live around the corner from each other, so it's light. She's going literally across the street. Like, it's not a big deal.
I was like, you know what, let me go ahead. I said, I'm going to go get some games.
But I texted her because she was gone for like an hour. And I was like, Mandii, you live around the corner. Like,
so you know what happened was I just started drinking, and then I hopped on the phone with my homegirl in Atlanta.
And that was it.
And I was like, niggas late, man.
I was like, hello? Come back.
You're supposed to be here.
Right. And I was pissed because she just abandoned me on the fucking sober float, and I'm over here not drinking. I'm sipping, ginger ale and Pepsi, and Mandi's over here like.
What's crazy is I tried to trick myself. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do club soda and squeeze lime in it. And think I'm drinking, and then I was like, nah. I said this needs Tito's.
I'm gonna need some more.
So I decided maybe I'll give something else up. Like, maybe I'll try not to say the bitch word for the month. Like, something that.
Try another one.
That ain't gonna happen either.
I was like, another one.
I was like, I'm already in therapy. I'm working on a lot of other deeper things. I need to be drinking while I'm going through therapy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm really working on some deep shit. Okay.
Aren't we all though? That's all right.
Yeah. Like, let me not cut off all my vices.
No.
But nah, Alex, I want to thank you for joining us
Yes,
this week to
thank
talk
you.
all this music. And
Man.
hopefully y'all don't trash us on our CLB take and everything else, but also I hope y'all enjoyed our new music.
Yeah.
And wait, Need to Know is back, right?
Need to know.
Need to know.
You
is
need to
back.
know.
All right, we drop every Thursday, so you
Okay.
can follow us at Need to Know Pods, Twitter, Instagram. You can
Yes.
keep up with me because I release new music every Friday, like they were saying.
Yes.
Listen, there's new shit releasing. They just not telling you. Come to my page. It's at Ball Till We Fall. BALL Till We Fall. That's on Instagram. That's on Twitter. Yeah, keep up with me, man.
Yeah.
Thank y'all again. You know, I'm always in the other room
love-
controlling.
You
Well,
are.
you know, we
kinda-
realized-
you did a good job today.
We
but it was-
realized
Appreciate it.
too, like we have a lot of conversations with you off camera,
That's true.
offline, and it's like, you know what? The people need to know. People need to know and see what
So
we
I
be
fuck with
talking about
y'all.
in this production studio all the time every
Absolutely.
week.
But also, this is the infamous like Screenman. So
Yes.
not only for
Yeah.
us, he does the JVP.
I like the anonymity.
So,
I ain't gonna
You know
lie.
what I mean?
You
Oh
like-
well,
you
not,
like-
I
yeah.
didn't know
I
you.
love it.
Yeah, but also
love it.
listen, Savon. People was like, "Oh, I didn't know Savon was that cute." So you might actually get some
listen.
things up in them DMs, okay?
Listen. Stay to yourself. All right?
He's not
I'll
gonna
fuck
put
your
he's
life
not
up.
gonna
Oh
Stay to
God.
yourself.
Well, at least he's honest.
Look at
he's full of shit. I'm an Aries and I talk like that, and it's like
true.
we're
We're
not
just scared of
believing.
love.
All right.
Don't hurt me.
Oh,
Just
Jesus.
don't hurt me. Why you being weird to me?
All right. Well, you know what? You the music guy. What we getting out to, Alex? You sign us out.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. What's up? You gonna play that
You still
Drake
got
joint
the
again?
aux, right?
Oh yeah, we gonna go out with that Drake joint.
Which one?
Which
The
one?
one we was all singing.
Pipe down.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and start at 3/4 of a way because we got it. I do want to thank all y'all for constantly tuning in to See the Thing Is Pod. Also,
Yes.
again, I want to just shout out to our tweeters. Y'all really be doing deep dives and arguments. And also, I want to give a huge fuck you, actually, to those of you who hated our take on birds of a feather flocking together. My comments were destroyed. Y'all turned it into something it didn't need to turn into.
Which really only further proved the point.
That part. Literally, everyone needs to just be accountable for their actions. But also, honestly, what did we say last week? We're all liars. We're all hypocrites. And listen, we all are subjective in our takes. But when I tell you the comments got real nasty.
Really?
Like disgusting.
Well, I think people just don't
Like
admit
the
they
comments
like
got
what they
really,
like.
I mean, it definitely went to where conversations were being broken down. And it was nasty.
Wow.
But just know, like,
You know what else is nasty? Texas.
oh,
We didn't get
can
to
we
talk,
also
we didn't
can
talk
we-
about it, but I mean, I don't
Yeah, we don't have
even
to deep
really,
dive.
I don't really want to talk
Texas
about
is
it.
nasty.
What happened?
We talked about it on Patreon too.
Yeah,
actually.
Texas passed legislation in the midnight hours. The Supreme Court actually blocked a request from the ACLU to go ahead and pass a law and that basically states that any civilian can legally sue a person or health provider that seeks to or performs an abortion.
Mind you, the abortion being after 6 weeks, which means, ladies, we know our cycle is not always the same. And so basically, by the time you realize your period is late, it could potentially be too late for you to even make the choice of your own body, whether you want to keep a child or not.
That's correct.
Let's not even get into all of the health issues surrounding some women and pregnancy. And beyond that, some women who become pregnant by unfortunate ways, such as rape, such as maybe
Incest.
incest. There's a lot of ways in
Yeah.
which, we're violated already. And so to have our rights violated as to what we do in making the choice of our own body, Texas, you are sick. And this is crazy because, again, Supreme
Texas,
Court.
if you hate women, just say that.
Supreme Court rule,
Like, yo.
which means it overturned a Roe versus Wade, which
God.
if you don't know Roe versus Wade, get with it. Like
Please do.
it was what actually allowed us to have choices of our bodies. So the idea that is being taken from us, again, Texas, super fuck you. And I'm already embarrassed to be from Florida, but Texas may be inching its way up there to just be an embarrassment.
Yeah, I'm still sticking to men shouldn't make decisions on women's bodies, but we out here, right?
Yeah.
Well, thank
We
you.
outta here.
Thank you for being a man and saying that out loud, because a lot of men were
thank
quiet
you.
on social media
weird.
over
It's
the
weird.
weekend after that, because a lot of y'all have benefited from the access to
Ooh.
abortions, but we don't want to have that conversation.
Y'all don't want
either.
that conversation.
Yeah. A woman is only fertile about 24 days out of the year. Men can impregnate a woman 365 days of the year, but it's okay. Carry on.
Carry on. Let's go.
Carry on.
Turn that up.
All right, man.
We getting out of here, y'all.
A lot of y'all men need to pipe down.
Pipe down, please.
Pipe down on my motherfucking comments, pussy asshole.
Pipe down on my fucking rights of my uterus. How about that?
Word.
Pipe down to being toxic niggas and breaking our hearts.
Pipe down to these bitches too, putting up with a year of hell for these bum ass men.
Or 16.
Fuck out of here. Foolish.
Trash.
Later.
All right, y'all.
Later.
Rent due.
No, it's late.
It's
We're
late
late now.
Rent late.